The only sports network where Minnesota fans come first. You're watching Fox Sports Net.
The return of summertime brings back fond memories of celebrations past. But on this day, a new celebration is born, one where the whole nation honors one of its richest and most enduring pastimes. It's our history. It's our tradition. It's the Great American Bash.
WWE's The Great American Bash, live on Events in Demand pay-per-view.
So what are you doing with a shot put now?
I'm practicing for Gould Chevrolet's Olympic Gold Rush.
Well, why don't you just stick to radio with me? I won a gold medal, baby! I'm the superstar Mike Morris, everyone, and you know, buying a vehicle here at Gould Chevrolet is like winning a gold medal at the Olympics. Go for the gold at Gould Chevrolet's Olympic Gold Rush. Get great discounts and rebates on cars and trucks. See them all at Gould Chevrolet just off I-94 in Monticello. Ah!
Sports network where Minnesota fans come first. Fox Sports Net.
Twins baseball on Fox Sports Net is presented by Menards. Save big money at Menards. By your local Northland Ford dealer. By Pepsi, it's the cola. And by Treasure Island Resort and Casino, located just miles south of Hastings. Closer than you think. There's no such thing as a bad day for baseball. This just happens to be a perfect day for baseball. And the last game the Twins will play here at Fenway Park, at least during the regular season. The Menards batting order for the Twins. Christian Guzman, followed by Jose Offerman, Lou Ford, Matthew LeCroy. Torrey Hunter having a good series. 3 runs batted in last night. Michael Kadire, Michael Restovich, Henry Blanco, and Luis Rivas.
And the pitcher on the mound this afternoon for the Boston Red Sox, it'll be knuckleballer Tim Wakefield, making his 13th start, his 15th appearance on the year. We showed you the numbers earlier. He's been struggling as of late. Tim Wakefield, 37 years old, in his 10th season as a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox.
And Christian Guzman will lead things off for the Twins. As you saw, a different lineup for the Twins, in part because of Wakefield and his knuckleball.
Well, some left-handers for Ron Gardenhire left out of the lineup. Not very much success against Wakefield, but Wakefield has had more success against left-handed batters than right-handed batters so far this year. Left-handers hitting only .239, while right-handers are hitting .284 off of Wakefield.
A ball and a strike to Guzman.
Take a look at the Treasure Island scouting report. A knuckleball, not really a fastball. I call it a slow ball between 74 and 80 miles an hour, a slider and a curveball.
Wakefield has to backpedal and make a tough catch with a grounder, and Guzman's retired for the first out. Take a look at the Northland Ford defense. Doug Mirabelli gets the task of trying to catch the knuckleball today. Kevin Millar, Mark Bellhorn, Nomar Garciaparra, Kevin Youkilis, Manny Ramirez, Johnny Damon, and Trot Nixon. One down, and Jose Offerman steps in the box amid a chorus of boos here by the Fenway faithful.
And look at Jose Offerman being a switch hitter, hitting as a right-handed hitter against Tim Wakefield. Offerman as a right-hander hitting only .150 and .262 as a left-handed hitter. But then again, I told you the numbers earlier. Right-handers hitting .284 against Wakefield, where only left-handers hitting less than .240.
2-0 to Offerman. And a strike. Was that the slow ball right there?
That was a slow ball. That slow ball clocked at 77 miles an hour here at Fenway Park. Offerman, a former Red Sox from 1999 to 2002.
Bouncer to Garciaparra. 2 down. And before Lou Ford comes to the plate, a reminder that today's broadcast is being presented in high definition on Time Warner cable systems. So 2 down, and Wakefield will go at Lou Ford. A slow ball at 78 miles per hour for ball one.
Well, Lou Ford has never faced Tim Wakefield. 1 for 7 so far in the series after going 1 for 4 in yesterday's ball game.
Knuckler for a strike. Just gorgeous. Hardly a cloud to be seen, and the weather on this road trip has been wonderful. Ford fouls it back 1 and 2. Weather not a factor in Montreal, of course, but in Milwaukee the weather was great, and here it just couldn't have been any better.
Wakefield 10-2 lifetime against the Minnesota Twins. They have yet to beat Wakefield here at Fenway Park. And he gets his first strikeout.
A 1-2-3 top of the first for Tim Wakefield.
Looking for something to do on a Saturday night with your family? Grab the kids and pick up a Dairy Queen Family Pack. A Twins game is always great family fun, and the DQ Family Pack makes it extra affordable. Get 1 Lower Pavilion Twins ticket, a Papa John's personal pan pizza, 1 soft drink, and a buy one get one free coupon for a DQ Blizzard flavored treat. More than a $23 value for just $16 each. Twins baseball and the DQ Family Pack, a spring and summer Saturday tradition.
We all need to get away from something. How many vacation days do you have left? Explore Minnesota.
Has a car ever made you circle back or take the long way? Would you jump at the chance to make it your own? Now you can. Right now, get an extra $1,000 in June bonus cash for a combined cash allowance of up to $4,500 for qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial. And starting June 22nd, make no payments until 2005. Plus, now through June 30th, buy or lease a Pacifica or Town & Country. Get a $500 gas card. June bonus days are ending and you've only got 1 week to deal. See your Chrysler dealer today.
No score after the top of the first inning. And let's take a look at the Red Sox batting order. Brought to you by Menards. Johnny Damon, Mark Bellhorn, David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez, Nomar Garcia-Parra. Brock Nixon with a home run last night. Had one taken away 2 nights ago by Jock Jones. Kevin Millar, Doug Mirabelli, and Kevin Youkilis.
And on the mound this afternoon for the Twins, it'll be Brad Radke. Brad making his 16th start of the year. He comes into this outing 5th in the American League with that 3.17 ERA. 10th in the American League with the 96 2/3 innings pitched. Has allowed only 5 home runs, and the walks, 9 walks for Brad Radke, 1 intentional walk. So he has been outstanding, even though he has only 4 wins.
Johnny Damon to lead it off for Boston. And a fastball up and away.
Johnny Damon 0 for 4 in yesterday's ball game, 2 for 8 so far in the series. A couple doubles here on Tuesday night.
First pitch pulled, or second pitch pulled foul, 1-1.
Treasure Island scouting report on Brad Radke. Radke, excellent control of the fastball, changeup, slider, and curveball. And 9 of his last 10 starts have been quality starts for Brad Radke. The only non-quality start came in Toronto, but he pitched 6+ innings, gave up 4 runs. And the Twins ended up winning that ball game, even though he got a no decision.
Give you some idea about how the Twins have struggled to score runs. He's pitched so well, yet he hasn't won a game in more than a month. 2-2. And today, at least, he's got to be out there feeling like Nolan Ryan. I mean, you come off a half inning where Wakefield with his knuckleball tops out with his slow ball at 78. Now Radke comes in at 90, 91 miles per hour. One hopper, chest high hop to Rivas, 1 away. Twins out in the field, obviously a different lineup. Brought to you by Northland Ford. Michael Restovich gets the spacious right field here at Fenway Park. Corey Hunter in center, Lou Ford in left. Michael Kadire in at third for Corey Koski. Matthew Lecroy at first for Doug Minkiewicz. And Henry Blanco behind the plate for Joe Mauer. Mark Bellhorn homered last night. And Radke misses the inside corner, ball one.
Got a solo home run off of Carlos Silva. Bellhorn with 8 home runs on the year. 3 for 9 so far in the series.
Fouled out of play. Crew chief Mike Riley behind the plate. Chuck Merriweather at first. Chris Guccione at second. Eric Cooper at third. If you were watching last night, I think you probably came to the same conclusion I did. That might have been one of the nicest ball games that the Twins have played this year. Everything fell into place. A great start, great relief work, some clutch hits. 1 and 2.
Great job by the bullpen. Juan Rincon and Joe Nathan. Joe Nathan picking up his 20th save in that 4-2 win. Silva picking up his 8th win.
Pop up. Rivas fighting the sun, or Guzman rather fighting the sun, makes the catch 2 away.
Well, one thing look this afternoon, what we have seen, I have seen over the last, really all season long, Brad Radke pitching in very good with that fastball. And that sets that changeup and that off-speed pitches away for Brad Radke if you pitch hard in.
David Ortiz has never faced Brad Radke, but of course he knows Brad awfully well, being a former teammate.
Ortiz 4 for 8 so far in the series with a home run and a double. And that fastball just missing inside.
But as you said so many times, if you're aiming for the inside corner, if you're going to miss in off the plate rather than over the plate. And again, a miss. 2-0.
There's Brad Radke, 5th in the American League. CC Sabathia leading the American League at 2.8.
Mm. 3-0 with Ramirez on deck. Radke with just 4 walks in 4 June starts. 10 walks in 15 starts. 3-1. The Twins found out about the danger of walking Boston hitters intentionally or otherwise 2 nights ago. That's hit a long way down the line. Fair ball, a home run for David Ortiz. Over the pole. Matthew Linkroyd pointed foul. Chuck Merriweather pointed fair.
Such a tough call for an umpire, especially here with that pesky pole only at about 280 feet from home plate. David Ortiz got a fastball down and in. That uppercut swing. And Ortiz hits his 17th home run, the 2nd of the series here.
And so it's 1-0 Boston. Ortiz hitting his 2nd home run of this series. And here's Manny Ramirez. Ramirez with great numbers against Brad Radke, lifetime hitting .373 with 6 home runs and 59 at bats.
That home run by Ortiz, just the first home run Brad Radke has allowed since May 12th.
And Ramirez shoots from the right field for another 2-out hit. And that'll bring Garcia Parra to the plate. Red Sox with 6 home runs hit in this series. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters all hit one 2 nights ago. Garcia Parra is the biggest home run, a grand slam to center off Joe Roa.
Garcia Parra, like Ramirez, good numbers against Brad Radke. 12 for 34, a .353 batting average with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. Brad is 8-6 lifetime against the Boston Red Sox, but only 1 of the 8 wins have come here at Fenway Park, making his 9th career start here at Fenway.
Tried that edge of the plate half dozen times and just missed here in this first inning.
Yeah, Mike Riley, a veteran umpire behind the plate, not giving Brad much of the corner so far.
2-0 to Garciaparra.
Missed with a couple pitches on Ortiz, falling behind.
And now 2-1.
Well, Garciaparra, first pitch he saw from Joe Roa. Hits a grand slam, his 5th career grand slam. Boston ended up beating the Twins on Tuesday night 9-2.
It's a close ball game until that 6-run 7th inning. And a bouncer towards second off the glove of Rivas, and it skips into center field. Ramirez stumbles as he comes around second base, and he gets back to the bag. And then seems confused as to where the ball is. He caught the bag awkwardly and stumbles, rounding second on his way to third.
Oh, this ball hit back up the middle. It's a ball that Rivas should backhand right there. It goes up on his wrist area, and Ramirez, stumbling around second base, dives back in. Waiting to see if they'll rule that a base hit and an error. They give Garciaparra a base hit.
So the 3, 4, and 5 hitters all get 2-out hits here in the first inning. And that'll bring up Trot Nixon.
Nixon, in just his 8th game back, has already hit 3 home runs with 6 RBIs.
There's the inside corner.
Nixon missing almost all of spring training and the first part of the season due to a lower back problem. Nixon in his 8th season with the Boston Red Sox.
2 strikes to Nixon.
And Nixon in last night's ball game, his 3rd home run of the year. That coming off Carlos Silva in to lead off the 7th inning. Trot Nixon, 6 for 19 lifetime against Brad Radke, a .316 batting average.
And Radke strikes him out to end the first inning, but David Ortiz sends one over the pesky pole, put the Red Sox up early.
Time is getting even hotter with summer bonus cash on F-150 from your Northland Ford dealer. For a limited time, get an extra $500 bonus for a total of $2,500 cash back. Or use the cash to lease an F-150 4x4 Super Cab for just $215 a month for 24 months. The all-new F-150 is equipped to handle the toughest jobs with the most payload and the most towing power in its class. So get into Motor Trend's Truck of the Year for just $215 a month with $2,500 cash back before this hot deal ends June 30th. Ask the experts about F-150 at your Northland Ford dealers.
Grab some body wash from Old Spice.
When I walk through a jam, no one knows who I am. Put my love to the test, and I missed a success.
It has a dual action formula, so you'll get really clean, smell really great.
Hey, Ben. Need help with your anatomy homework?
Now in Mountain Rush scent, spice things up.
McDonald's, the best way to start my day.
You're always ahead of the game with a breakfast burrito. Eggs, sausage, and cheese served up hot and fresh in a flour tortilla.
I'm loving it.
Warm seasoned beef, cheddar jack cheese, crispy tortilla strips, and Newman's own all-natural salsa. I'm gonna just not just have a salad. The new premium Fiesta salad from McDonald's.
I'm loving it.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
The Twins trying to get to Tim Wakefield as we go to their second inning. Minnesota down 1-0. I'm Clay Matvick. You know, Tim Wakefield could have pitched for the Minnesota Twins. In talking with Ron Gardenhire yesterday, he said the Twins were interested in Wakefield when he was a free agent. In fact, former Twins pitching coach Dick Such always thought that his knuckleball would really benefit from the conditions at the Metrodome. Well, in short, it never happened. And to this day, Joe Niekro remains the last knuckleball pitcher for the Minnesota Twins. Now back up to the booth and Dick and Bert.
Thanks, Clay. Matthew LeCroy leading off the second. A swinging strike on the first pitch, and now a bouncer to short. McCoy is retired for the first out.
Yeah, Matthew came into that at bat after going 0 for 4 in last night's ball game, but 3 for 7 lifetime against Tim Wakefield.
That'll bring up Torrey Hunter, who's had some good history with Wakefield on the mound. Hit his first career grand slam against Wakefield a few years ago.
Yeah, that back in 1999 in Minnesota back on April 26th.
And Torrey hits it right off the end of the bat, but skips it up the middle. Slicing line drive for the first hit of the ball game for the Twins.
Torrey now 8 for 22 lifetime against Tim Wakefield, and Torrey keeping his hitting streak alive now at 7 games.
Corey Koski just 3 for 17 against Wakefield. One of the reasons Michael Kadyr's in at third base. You know, Clay mentioned Joe Niekro, and of course he was a teammate of yours in 1987. And the Twins were interested in him in part because of the wind conditions or lack thereof in the Metrodome. Kadir takes a strike, but it never really seemed to work. I mean, Joe never really was that effective as a Twins pitcher.
Well, he was at the tail end of his career too. And the thing about trying to get a guy like Tim Wakefield when he was a free agent is that Tim Wakefield can not only start, he can also be used in the bullpen, which he has here in Boston. Making his 13th start, his 15th appearance. He made a couple appearances out of the bullpen.
Hunter goes. Mirabelli's throw right on the bag, out at second base. Good throw by Mirabelli. And Hunter's retired on a stolen base attempt.
Don Wakefield went with the fastball right here, a little slide step. And Torrey Hunter, Mirabelli just throwing out his 3rd potential base stealer in 18 attempts, but a perfect throw right here, getting Torrey Hunter out for the 2nd out of the inning.
Kadir swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Kadir 1 for 3 lifetime against Tim Wakefield. Wakefield dropping down.
That's strike 3, and the ball gets away from Mirabelli, and you'll see that happen often with a knuckleballer. A strikeout with the hitter reaching first. And that'll bring up Michael Restovich.
Oh, Wakefield dropping down on this knuckleball, and the ball getting off the glove of Mirabelli. It'll be a pass ball on Mirabelli, his 8th pass ball of the year.
We'll bring up Michael Restovich, making his first start this year for the Twins. There's a drive to left field. Ramirez going back, and it's off the wall. Kadir to third. The ball bounds over Ramirez's head, and Restovich gets an RBI double. So the ball not played well by the Boston left fielder, and the Twins tie the ball game.
Well, you go back to Carl Yastrzemski, you go back to Jim Rice, guys that have played this wall, but Ramirez not doing a good job of playing the wall allows Michael Kadir to score the tying run. For Restovich, picks up his 1st RBI of the year on his first double.
And Henry Blanco, the hitter.
Mike Greenwell did a good job of playing that green monster out there.
Swing and a miss.
Henry Blanco 1 for 2 lifetime against Wakefield with an RBI.
And to center field, that'll fall in front of Damon. Restovich wheels around third. Damon's throw off target, and now Blanco's hung up between first and second.
Oh, Henry.
The run scores. Blanco gets his RBI single, and the Twins come up with a couple of 2-out hits to score their first 2 runs.
In St. Paul, playing baseball. I learned more than just the fundamentals of the game. Caring coaches taught me to do my best not only on the field, but in everything I do. That's why the Twins Community Fund founded the Twins Rookie League and RBI programs. Almost $200,000 is donated annually to the fund. So
Twins leading 2-1. Now a word of interest to Rod Carew.
Fans and Minnesota Twin fans from Lou Ford.
Hey fans, Friday, June 25th, we take on the Brewers. First 5,000 kids will receive a Gordon's Rod Carew retro jersey. Call 1-800-33-TWINS.
That's good. That was good.
That was good.
Here's Kevin Millar leading off the Boston second. And Radke again going out there and not getting that call. Ball one. Millar, Mirabelli, and Youkilis facing Radke here in the second. There's a strike, 1-1.
Kevin Millar 2 for 6 so far in the series. Was hit by a pitch on Tuesday night. Walked in last night's ball game.
Off the end of the bat. One and two.
Brad Radke, that run that he gave up in the first inning, it was only the second time this year Brad Radke has allowed a run in the first inning.
First home run he'd allowed in 48 2/3 innings. Fouled straight back. Still 1-2. But this Red Sox lineup can do that to you. It's a very strong lineup, and as we've said throughout this series, they, like the Twins, are just now returning to health. Still have Bill Miller rehabbing a knee injury. Bouncer toward third. Kadire has it. Throws on the run, and LeCroy is there at the bag. One away. Join Fox Sports Net tonight at 7. More baseball as the Saints play host to the Sioux City Explorers. And the action starts at 7 o'clock tonight only on Fox Sports Net, where Minnesota fans come first.
Go St. Paul Saints.
One down. Here's Doug Mirabelli.
Jason Varitek doing most of the catching here in Boston, but Mirabelli asked the catch tape Tim Wakefield a lot throughout the season.
He just hasn't been able to get that corner called.
Mirabelli in his 4th season with the Boston Red Sox, 33 years old. Originally coming up with the Giants in 1996. He's also spent time with the Texas Rangers.
1-1.
Oh, that curveball high right there. Again, a lot of times Brad Radke, he 2 curveballs. First one looked like it was a pretty good pitch, and then the next one was up in the zone, called a strike. Again, you always like to know what the umpire is going to give you night after night.
Foul ball out of play, and if it's consistent all game long, then Radke or Wakefield won't have a complaint, right?
You make the adjustment to what the umpire gives you. Coming into today's play, see the Twins with a 2-game lead over the Chicago White Sox. Cleveland at 500. The Tigers.
Indians have taken 2 of the first 3 games with the White Sox. Final game of that series this afternoon as well. Up the middle and through for a hit. Mirabelli with a 1-out single.
Well, you saw the Tigers now 8 games under 500. They were only a couple games getting close to 500, but they've lost the last 5 in a row. Fastball middle in. Mirabelli getting the head of the bat out, lining a base hit up the middle. 4th hit off of Brad Radke so far in the ball game.
In the American League, there are just 3 teams with a better record than the Twins. The Red Sox, and the Twins can tie today if they win. The Yankees and the Texas Rangers. In the National League, there are just 2 teams with a better record than the Twins. The Cardinals and the Cubs. One 1-0 to Kevin Youkilis, who will get a chance to play some more now with the injury last night to Pokey Reese. Say Reese, they hope, will miss just a couple of games with a badly sprained left thumb. Fouled back with the runner going, 1-1. And the Red Sox losing last night. The Yankees losing last night. So a missed opportunity for Boston. They're not feeling the heat yet, but look who's in 3rd place.
And the Devil Rays ended up finally losing in extra innings to the Blue Jays, 2-1. So the Devil Rays, with the longest winning streak of the season, comes at a close to 12 straight wins.
Tells you a little something about how the first 2 months went for them. They won 12 in a row, and they're still below the 500 mark. Check swing. And a foul tip caught by Blanco. 1-2.
Radke making his 7th road start this season. He's 2-0 on the road, a 3.03 ERA. That's the 4th best road ERA in the American League.
1-2 to Youkilis. Driven to left. Caught by Ford for out number 2. Well hit ball for the second out of the inning.
Again, here in Boston, left fielders play a lot shallower than they do normally, and that's a ball hit a lot of fields. That's a base hit right there. But Lou Ford playing a shallow left field, catches it, and for the second out.
Johnny Damon, the hitter, bounced to Louis Rivas his first time up. Just off the outside corner to Damon. And now a strike. Lingering reports here that the Red Sox might make a run at Carlos Beltran. That would probably mean a position change for Damon. Doesn't have the arm really for right field here, so that would mean Damon would probably get left field, and they'd have to do something with Manny Ramirez.
You could DH Manny Ramirez. You have to keep his bat in the lineup, and then what do you do with David Ortiz? Put him at first base?
And what do you do with Kevin Millar? Must be terrible to have a $130 million payroll and look to improve your roster.
Johnny Damon 10 for 41 lifetime against Brad Radke.
Chipped his bat. Foul over the Boston dugout. A lot of pressure here in Boston this year. They, of course, came within 5 outs of getting to the World Series. They've got some players whose contracts are up after this year. Principally Garcia Parra and Martinez. And there are some who think that with this group of players, the window is open this year and that it's going to close rather abruptly if they don't win this year. 1-2 to Damon and a pop foul out of play. Pumps his fist as a fan makes a nice catch. You've got the Yankees, who have far and away the best record in the major leagues right now. And then the Red Sox, 4.5 games out. And of course, the Red Sox got into the playoffs last year as a wild card team. That might be their fate again this year.
See Johnny Damon fighting off some pitches right there from Brad Radke. He has struck out 27 times this year. He's walked 41 times in 263 plate appearances.
1-2 from Radke to Damon. 2-2.
Brad just missing with a breaking ball outer half and kind of looked in toward home plate. Brad, a pitcher that doesn't show a lot of emotion on the mound.
And Damon wastes another pitch.
Brad using a lot of pitches early so far here in the ballgame. 44 pitches for Brad, 31 strikes. Brad in his last outing, 6 2/3 innings against the Milwaukee Brewers. He threw 85 pitches.
Another 2-2 pitch to Damon. Foul tip. And the at-bat continues. Good battle here between a veteran pitcher and a veteran hitter. Damon has faced Radke now 41 times. This is the 42nd at bat, if it turns out to be an at bat. And Damon with 10 hits. So they've seen a lot of each other over the years. Crowd stirring a little bit. And now it's a full count, and with 2 down, the runner at first, Mirabelli, will get a quicker start to second base.
And Matthew LeCroy will play behind the runner at first.
2 to Damon. And a changeup strikes him out. Damon with a great at bat, but Radke fools him with the off-speed pitch, and it's a scoreless second inning.
You gotta love them. Brianna, how do I text message? How do I get my voicemail?
Mom, first you press menu. Dad, it's the 21st century.
That's why we have it all with Quest.
Every Quest customer wins with Quest Choice Wireless, the only plan that saves you money every month when combined with other Quest services. And now get 2 months of wireless service free, all guaranteed by the Quest promise of value.
Do we save enough to buy me a new phone?
What's going on here? That's our spirit of service in action.
There's only one name that boasts the brute strength of 600 foot-pounds of class-dominating torque. One brand, the fastest production pickup on Earth with a 500-horsepower engine. One truck with the legendary Hemi that out-hauls, out-tows, and outperforms the competition. Dodge Ram, the one truck with the speed, strength, and power to put all the other trucks in their place. Qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial get an additional $1,000 for a total combined cash allowance of $4,500 on Ram 1500.
Ooh, one spicy tender crisp.
Right here. Don't do that.
It's funny.
Don't poke my chicken.
Come on. Lick, that's funny. Sizzle, funnier. Poke, hilarious. It's funny.
I don't like you to poke it. Yeah, here, poke. There. Is that funny?
But you did it really hard and you're in a bad mood, so that hurt.
It's here, the new spicy tender crisp chicken sandwich. Get ready for a mouth whooping.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Twins baseball on Fox Sports Net is presented by Aflac. Ask about it at work. And by Grand Casino Mille Lacs and Grand Casino Hinckley. Hey! What's your Grand Casino story? You can't even look at that after spending last weekend in Milwaukee.
We had about a dozen of them.
No, my cardiologist might be listening, so no, I did not.
Okay, 11.
Twins leading 2-1, facing Tim Wakefield. Had a good second inning against Wakefield, and Louis Rivas will lead the third off.
Yeah, 2 unearned runs against Wakefield because of that pass ball, the strikeout of Michael Kadire, and the Twins got a couple hits after that and scored the 2 runs.
Rivas waits and waits and waits and fouls it away, 2 strikes.
That knuckleball here clocked at 58 miles an hour at Fenway Park.
I mean, Mirabelli's throws back to the mound are faster than that. Bouncer to third. Gobbled up by Youkilis. To the Millar, 1 away. Well, there aren't many knuckleballers out there, but there is one who might be out there available for the Twins or anybody else. Steve Sparks is pitching awfully well for an Arizona team that doesn't seem to be going anywhere. 13 games behind the Giants in the National League West. And so if the Twins or any other organization might be interested in picking up a knuckleballer, the list is pretty short. Ball 1 to Guzman. Guzzi with a high hopper almost over the mound. Wakefield made a nice play to get it out. 1-1. We've talked about this from time to time. The question why there aren't more knuckleballers out there. Guzman with a drive to right field, chased by Nixon. Nice running catch. Great catch by Trot Nixon in right center field.
That ball looked like it just kept drifting, and Nixon just ran it down.
Gotta take another look at that one.
Yeah, we sure do. Nixon going back, reaches up right here and makes a nice running catch for the second out.
Got to have some speed and a good arm out there in right field. There's so much room to cover. 2 down, and here's Jose Offerman. And there's strike 1. Offerman with a bouncer to short his first time up. Two strikes. for the Twins' designated hitter. DHing kind of by default today. He needs to get some at-bats. He doesn't have a great track record against Wakefield or anything like that. And a liner here to the shortstop. So the Twins with some good swings against Wakefield again here in the third, but it's a 1-2-3 inning.
The secret to great hitting is in a quick swing. The quick swing developed Joe Mauer into one of baseball's rising young stars. Endorsed by Hall of Famer Paul Molitor.
Quick swing will make you a better hitter.
The quick swing simulates a live pitch because it forces a hitter to react to a moving ball. The quick swing was designed to be used alone or with a partner, and it fits any size ball, including softballs. Don't miss your chance to train like the pros, and you'll receive a free instructional video. The quick swing is also available at these fine retail stores.
Hi, I'm Damon Wayans, and I'm here to tell you when you drink specially marked Pepsi, you could enter for a chance to play for $1 billion. Sorry, I said billion, not million. Cut! It is a billion. What? You mean $1 billion? Yes. As in 1,000 million? Mm-hmm. As in your own island with giraffes and stuff running around? Yeah. Where even my butlers can have a butler?
Yes. It's Pepsi's Play for $1 billion. Drink Pepsi and you could win the guaranteed million. Someone may even win $1 billion.
I could win $1 billion.
No, you are in this Pepsi commercial. You are not eligible.
Oh, I quit.
Dear Grand Casino, you always hear about folks winning big. Well, not long ago, I won $400 on the slots. Now, that may not sound like a lot of money, but it is to me. I used it to get the dog I've always wanted. He's my best friend. We do everything together. And in honor of that lucky day, I named him Hinckley. My name is Tom Newman, and that's my Grand Casino story.
The Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe welcomes you.
There's something special in the air on the Best Damn Sports Show, period.
Please welcome Shaquille O'Neal, Samuel L. Jackson.
On the Best Damn Sports Show, period. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Twins leading 2-1, trying to win the series 2-1. Mark Bellhorn will lead off the third against Brad Radke. There is a pitch low, ball one. Bellhorn with a pop-up to Christian Guzman. His first time up, it'll be Bellhorn, Ortiz, and Ramirez facing Radke. 1-1.
Bellhorn, 29 years old, in his first season with the Red Sox. Came up with the Oakland A's in 1997, a utility-type player.
1-2.
And with the third baseman Bill Miller on the disabled list, Bellhorn getting some opportunities here. 8 home runs, 40 RBIs for Bellhorn.
Again, the Red Sox hope they don't have to put Pokey Reese on the disabled list after spraining his thumb last night. Low, 2-2.
A couple years ago with the Cubs, Bellhorn got a chance to get a lot of at-bats, 445 at-bats, and responded with 27 home runs, 56 RBIs for the Cubs.
Change up on another strikeout.
Radke picking up his third strikeout of the ball game.
Weeknights on Fox Sports Net. It's IMAX at 10:30 every weeknight. Max Kellerman hosts the biggest names in sports. IMAX 10:30 weeknights on Fox Sports Net. Here's David Ortiz. And a long home run down the right field line, just barely fair for the first run of the ball game.
Kind of golfed that home run out. Radke gets ahead in the count. Ortiz with the 17 home runs now, 27 doubles, the most in the American League in that department. And Ortiz coming into the ball game now with 66 RBIs. Came into the game tied with Vladimir Guerrero, leading the American League in RBIs.
Pulled foul.
Radke fell behind. This is a 3-1 pitch, about knee high, down and in.
2-2 from Radke to Ortiz. Next swing foul. On that angle, it looked like the ball was foul, but you have to take into account where the pole is. It's so close to home plate. And the angle from the foul pole out to right field is so severe. I guess over the years I've always wondered why they didn't have a higher foul pole down that way. Pulled hard and foul. Nice catch by a fan down there. Mackey trying to get his former teammate and face Ramirez with the bases empty. LeCroy gets the second hop, goes to the bag, and Ortiz is retired for the second out. Coming up on Saturday, it's the 2004 Twins Autograph Party presented by Twin City Co-op's Federal Credit Union. The cost $25 for all the autographs you can get from both current and former Twins, plus you get a buy one get one free ticket deal. You can get your autograph cards by calling 833-TWINS. Or if you'd like, stop by any Twins Pro Shop location, and all the proceeds will benefit the Twins Community Fund. 2 down, and here's Manny Ramirez. And the first pitch at the knees, a strike.
Manny Ramirez, 32 years old, a 6-time American League All-Star, putting it up another great season. In his 4th season with the Boston Red Sox. First came up with the Indians back in 1993. Played with them until 2000. Signing as a free agent by the Red Sox.
A very big contract, and one that was almost unloaded during the offseason for Alex Rodriguez. Off the knuckles and down the line, foul, 1-2.
Rodriguez signed through 2008 with a couple club options for 2009 and 2010. This guy can hit. He's an RBI machine over his career. Also had the fortune of playing with some very good guys around him.
Ground ball to Guzman, and Radke has a 1-2-3 trip through the bottom of the 3rd.
The boys of summer are back. It's Saints baseball on Fox Sports Net.
He makes the catch.
All season long, Fox Sports Net takes you live to Midway Stadium, where your St. Paul Saints take the diamond and battle for the Northern League title. Tonight and Saturday, the Saints take on the Explorers on Fox Sports Net, the only sports network where Minnesota fans come first.
Ford F-150, the best-selling truck in America, just got more affordable to drive than ever with a maintenance-free lease program from your Northland Ford dealer. For a limited time, get $2,500 in customer and bonus cash, lowering your monthly lease payment to just $215 a month, including your regularly scheduled maintenance. That's right. Drive home a new F-150 Super Cab, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year for just $215 a month. Plus, get your scheduled maintenance paid for. So ask the experts about the maintenance-free lease program on F-150. Going on now at your Northland Ford dealer.
Twins baseball on Sundays is super fun and super affordable thanks to Super America. That's because every Sunday is Super America Kids Day. Pick up your Kids Day coupon at any participating Super America and get up to 4 kids lower pavilion tickets for $4 apiece with the purchase of 1 adult ticket. Super America Kids Day is non-stop family fun, autographs and activities before the game. And after the game, kids can run the bases on the new Metrodome turf. Fill up on gas, groceries, and great Twins baseball at Super America.
Our Chrysler game reset showing you the Twins have a 2-1 lead.
Ortiz hitting a solo home run, his second in the series against the Twins, his 17th in the year. But Brad Radke has only allowed one hit over his first, or one run over his first 3 innings.
And now Tim Wakefield will face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Twins. Lou Ford, Matthew LeCroy, and Torrey Hunter. Ford went down swinging his first time up. And now a swing and a miss, 1-1.
We have a special guest in the booth.
I know, I'm honored.
Bob Tewksbury, New Hampshire. Well, this is a New Hampshire day.
It's New Hampshire Day here at Fenway Park, and Bob, a New Hampshire native. Way up the middle,
right to the wicket.
Right over the rubber, right over second base, and Lou Ford has a leadoff single in the 4th. Bob picked up his 100th win as a Minnesota Twin. And does some broadcast work here for the Red Sox. Another Aflac trivia question.
Oh,
today.
maybe Bob can help us out here. Where is that duck? There he is. Aflac,
who holds the Red Sox record for most grand slams by an infielder. Matthew LeCroy on the first pitch pops it up to left field. Manny Ramirez jogging in for the catch, and LeCroy again is retired on the first pitch.
I'm going with Glenn Hoffman.
How about Rico Petrocelli, George Scott? You know, we've only got 4 years of history to think of here.
Well, Bob Tewksbury said mention Mo Vaughn.
Well,
that's a good guess. He's probably right.
Here's Torrey Hunter. Dipping down and away, ball 1. And we mentioned Torrey Hunter hit a grand slam against Tim Wakefield before. He's hit a couple since. In the second inning, he got a 1-out single, and the Twins were almost retired that inning. Hunter thrown out at second trying to steal, but a passed ball gave the Twins an extra chance, and they took advantage of it. A couple of runs. Here's a Tapper foul, and it's 1-1. Torrey with a home run last night against Derek Lowe. He said it's the first time he's ever hit the ball up in the air against Derek Lowe. Sinker ball specialist.
Bob, so how you been? You hear me?
I can hear you now, Bert.
Okay,
Loud
good,
and clear.
Good. Welcome.
Thank you.
You should welcome us.
There's a pop up in foul territory. Millar with the catch, and Hunter's retired for out number 2.
Well, welcome to New Hampshire Day at the Fens, Bert. Dick. You know, it's a great day. There's a lot of famous New Hampshire people here, you know.
Besides yourself, who?
Yeah, who else?
Don't let me put you on the spot here.
wasn't Carlton Fisk from New Hampshire?
Carlton, but he's not here today.
Oh, well, he would have been a famous one.
He would have been one. Mike Flanagan.
Would have been another.
But he's not here.
He's not here either.
Here's Michael Kadire with Ford off on the pitch, and Mirabelli's throw this time a hair late. The Twins get a steal here with 2 out in the 4th inning.
Well, again, Tim Wakefield with that knuckleball, you're able to run on him, and Mirabelli has had a tough time throwing out potential base stealers. But Lou Ford, good jump right here. For Lou Ford, his 8th stolen base in 9 attempts.
Pitch obviously called a ball to Kadire. He's trying to get Ford in from second. Down and in, 2-0. Who are the famous New Hampshireites? Is that what they're called? New Hampshireites?
New Hampshireites. Yeah. Franklin Pierce is from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
You don't know who he is.
No, is that your neighbor or something?
No. He was one of the presidents.
Oh.
I thought you meant a contemporary one. Here's a drive to left, deep and off the wall. Kadire has an RBI base hit, and fan interference is called, and Kadire will be placed at second base. Just a couple of feet from going out right down the left field line, and it's 3-1 Twins.
And the stolen base of Lou Ford gets an RBI for Michael Kadire right here, because with that fan interference, Lou Ford would have had to have stopped at third base high off the wall, almost going out. But a ball bouncing high, and a fan does touch it before Ramirez gets it. And for Michael Kadire, he drives in his 25th run of the year. on his 12th double.
Here's Michael Restovich, who hit a ball off the wall his last time up. Fouled back. Just beneath us. And there isn't much that is beneath us. Well, is this a routine thing here? I mean, do they go through New England and every state in New England gets a day here at Fenway Park?
Absolutely. That's the way it works. There's Connecticut, you know, all the 5 New England states. Can you name them, Bert?
Maine.
Yep.
Rhode Island.
Yep.
Connecticut.
Yep.
Vermont.
Yes.
And New Hampshire.
And New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, yeah. Well, how could we forget New Hampshire?
You almost
it's
did.
Your day.
I know. It's
now,
good to. It's just. It's.
Bob,
you know
you're doing some pregame and postgame.
Yes.
And you've been doing this for a while.
It's my second year, Bert. We do a pregame show. It's a 1-hour show now. We do an hour postgame show as well. And I'm also doing the analyst work for 8 telecasts on NESN of their minor league teams. They do 4 AAA games, 4 AA games. I'm the analyst. I work with Tom Caron and Eric Fried, and I've done that for 2 years. So I'm starting to get a little groove here. It's fun. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, well, you're always good at that. And
well,
I miss you sometimes on the airplane before the airplane is starting to take off.
Eddie the Eagle?
Yes, Eddie the Eagle.
You know, I had somebody said they were talking with Paul Mahler, and Molly and I were, you know, 97 and 98. And for the audience listening, I had a USA swim cap that I would put on with goggles, swim goggles, and a scarf. And I would jump out of the plane as the plane took off and started to climb in its angle, and like the skier in the Wide World of Sports, I was Eddie the Eagle.
It was a drive to center. As descriptive as that was, you really had to see it, I think, to fully appreciate it. Our thanks to Bob Tewksbury. The Twins get another run in the 4th inning.
You know, some people don't think what we do is a sport. That's because you can't get hurt doing it. Otherwise, you have that insurance. What insurance? What? Come again? The one that pays you cash.
If you're hurt and can't work.
Which one?
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
The only sports network where Minnesota fans come first. You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Come see how Flicker's TV and Appliance has changed. Your brand source dealer in Monticello, offering Wright County's largest built-in display. Amana, Genair, refrigerators from Maytag, Frigidaire and Frigidaire Gallery, and the best in dishwashers, Bosch. Other appliances available such as Central Vac, water softeners from Water Doctor, and grills from Duquesne, Holland. Flicker's TV and Appliance in Monticello has been servicing the area for over 30 years. Flicker's, your HDTV home theater and appliance center, where sales and service is one word.
I'll take care of these customers, Mr. Whiting.
Hey, that'd be great, Sean. We're thrilled to have you as a new salesperson, but we have Lee Morana here, and Lee's just won an award.
That's right. Lee Morana was named GM Mark of Excellence Master Sales Manager for his dedication, superior performance, and outstanding customer satisfaction. Just one more reason to visit Saxon Auto World on Highway 10 in Elk River.
Mr. Whiting, I have an award, too.
Sports network where Minnesota fans come first. Fox Sports Net.
Twins baseball on Fox Sports Net is presented by Burger King. Have it your way. And by Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Dodge. Nomar Garciaparra starts the Boston 4th against Brad Radke. Down and away, ball 1.
Garciaparra base hit off of Radke in the 1st inning. Garciaparra just playing his 11th game for the Red Sox.
Drilled to left, and it's a leadoff single here in the 4th.
Excuse me, Garciaparra playing his 12th game since coming back off the disabled list.
Go back to our Aflac trivia question involving the Red Sox, their glorious history, and I'll go with my original guess. And I was right. Rico Petroselli.
That's nice that you go in early and make up these trivia questions, and then so you
try to
can
take credit for it later. Yeah. Here's Trot Nixon. Struck out his first time up against Radke. Here a pop-up. To short center. Guzman out. This might be a tough play. Ford comes in to make the catch. One away. So on an afternoon where Radke's pitch count is up a little bit, 65 pitches, he'll take all the first pitch outs he can get.
He needs a lot of those right there. Again, with that left fielder playing pretty shallow here because of the green monster, Lou Ford taking charge. You see him run between Torrey Hunter and Christian Guzman for the first out.
You were talking the other day in Milwaukee, and I think in jest, about how you wished all ballparks were the same dimensions and all that. I mean, you've got to appreciate this. Things happen here that won't happen anywhere else because of the dimensions.
Oh, I agree. I mean, this ballpark first opened in 1912. And you think about how many, you look at all the dents on that green monster, how many times that ball, when it hits the green monster, the different angles it can hit.
It can hit the ladder out there, for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
But I mean, the way it billows out down the right field line, and then you've got the triangle in center. There's the ladder, and the ball, you know, try as you might to play it well off the wall. If it hits the side of that ladder, it can run on the warning track all the way out to center field. Two 2-0 to Millar. You know, and they've upgraded this stadium over the years, and they've talked from time to time about replacing it. I can't imagine them ever replacing this. They'd have to replace it as they did in Chicago with a duplicate of it, I think.
That's why I think we've seen over the last couple of years the new seats over the green monster, trying to attract different angles of what this ballpark has done. This last year, the picnic area out in right field. So they're trying to create more exciting seats.
And squeeze more people in here. Now here we are in a day game, and there aren't too many of them. Swing and a miss. But when they have a day game out here, they still sell it out, but the sellout number is smaller necessarily because they have to black out the seats in center field for the batter's eye.
Yeah, just a little over 37,000 fans for a sellout crowd here. There's that batter's eye out in center field. They have sold out 100 straight games.
Millar strikes out for the second out of the fourth inning.
And Radke picks up his fourth strikeout. Millar chasing a pitch up in the zone.
Two down, runner still at first. Mirabelli the hitter. And if you'd like to ask us a question, you can go to foxsports.com, enter in keyword Twins booth.
And with that sellout today, it's 100 consecutive sellouts here at Fenway Park, which began May 15th of last year. It's the third largest streak in Major League history. Cleveland Indians, they had 455 consecutive sellouts. And then you had the Colorado Rockies with 203 consecutive sellouts from 1995 to 97.
Attendance has dropped off over the last couple of years in Cleveland, but if they keep playing the way that they're playing, they'll start selling out at Jacobs Field again.
Yeah, again, fans need a reason to come out. These Boston fans here, they love their baseball, but they also know that, hey, if they can't catch the Yankees, which they want to here because they hate the Yankees here in Boston, but they know that next in line is that wild card berth.
Swing and a strike. I tell you, you walk around Boston and you see the passion for this team with the Red Sox caps and t-shirts, but there's another cottage industry here with the anti-Yankee shirts, caps with different slogans. Some of them aren't repeatable on television. There's a pop-up down the right field line. Restovich scoping it out, making the catch in foul territory. So Radke gives up the leadoff single and then gets the next three hitters in the floor.
The all-new Dodge Durango's making it to the top of a lot of lists. It came in first in a Car and Driver full-size SUV comparison test. It came in first when Motor Trend did their full-size comparison. It also received 5 stars, the highest government frontal crash test rating. See your Dodge dealer and put the all-new Durango at the top of your list, too. Qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial get an additional $1,000 for a total combined cash allowance of $4,500 on Durango.
Tender crisp, extra mayo.
Usual, no tomato. Okay, thank you. Right up top. Tender crisp, double lettuce, double mayo, no tomato.
Yes, sir.
We got the same thing. There we go. We get the same thing.
A couple more buns in here, Ethan. Want to kiss him?
It's here, the new Tender Crisp, all white meat chicken wrapped in crisp deliciousness. Have it your way.
3-1 Twins back here at Fenway Park in Boston. An update on J.C. Romero for you. He will pitch for AAA Rochester tonight. It's his third start since the demotion, and Ron Gardenhire said the other day he really could use J.C. Romero back in the pen. So this is an important start for J.C. because he needs to be effective tonight. They want to see good movement on his balls, and they want to see him be effective as far as his location tonight. So if he can do that, it's a good chance he'll be recalled real soon, because right now Ron Gardenhire's hands have been tied in the bullpen as far as not having a very dominant lefty out there. Dick and Bert.
Thank you, Clay. I asked Gardy about that specifically, whether Juan Rincon would be available today, and he says it's borderline because he got 5 outs last night, and the Twins really need somebody else down there to be able to take the game from the starter to the closer.
And it's not the matter of stuff again with J.C. Romero. It's more the mental part, and hopefully this third outing for J.C. he'll find himself, find the confidence, and get back up here and help this club.
Blanco takes down and away, and it's 2-1 so far for Romero in a couple of starts. 6 innings, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a hit batter. Blanco sends one high to left field. Ramirez back on the warning track with room for the first out. Anything hit in the air to left, especially with a little wind blowing the ball out that way, can be a little dangerous. Sunday, it's Hormel Down on the Farm Day with the Twins. You can enjoy discounted burgers, hot dogs, and chicken sandwiches on the plaza before the game. There'll also be a farm animal petting zoo and Bert Blyleven in a milking contest out on the plaza.
Yeah, me and Bill Schroeder, the analyst of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Coming up Sunday as the Twins host the Brewers. You can call 800-33 Twins for tickets. Ordinarily, it's nice to watch batting practice at the Dome, but boy, there's going to be a big crowd outside to watch you and Bill Schroeder try to milk a cow.
See, we used to do that at the old Met, but they had the cows on the field.
Yeah.
And, you know, used to do it in front of everybody. And now on the plaza, yes, in front of everybody, but I thought for sure we were going to be on the field.
And, you know, I'm sure Bill Schroeder's doing the same thing, but you've been asking everybody you can corner, you know, for tips, assistance, and, you know, hints as to how to milk a cow.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Clay Matvick was even telling me how to milk a cow. I said, do you ever milk one? He said, no.
No.
Well, you know, I've got an opinion.
Well, I've been told it's a lot like riding a bike. Once you learn, you never forget. But if you've never done it before,
yeah, I'm going to fall off the bike. No, I am. I mean, we're coming in tonight in Minneapolis and St. Paul, and we're. I'm going to go out tomorrow and drive by a farm and maybe
get there early, though, because, you know, they milk cows. At least that's been my experience. They do it very early in the morning and then again later in the day.
Well, I'll go for the later in the day.
But we have a game tomorrow, and you got to, you know.
I don't care. I'll miss the game. I want to be.
Usually, like around 6 in the morning, from my friends who've been dairy farmers, you go early in the day. And let's just hope that the Twins don't, you know, give you a cow that's already been milked. That'd be terrible.
How do you know?
Well, I'm not going to be there. I trust that we're going to have a camera crew there. I really am interested in how you're going to do it.
I'm bringing a gallon of milk just in case I do get one of those cows that, you know, maybe is dry.
You really don't like playing by the rules, because last night you said it in Doug Minkiewicz's fishing tournament. You're going to come with a cooler full of fish.
I want to win.
Guzman with a pop-up to short left.
I don't care how. I'm going to win.
It is whether you win or lose. It's not how you play the game.
Not at all. I want to win.
Minnesota Sports Tonight. Your home for all the scores, interviews, and highlights that matter most to Minnesota fans.
Can you believe it?
Minnesota Sports Tonight. Weeknights at 10 on Fox Sports Net.
Give me the money. Give it to me.
Sorry, man. Oh, I feel terrible.
Oh, no, it's on me, sir.
I bet you like an autograph, huh?
Whatever.
Yeah, I can't believe it's me either.
Has a car ever made you circle back or take the long way? Would you jump at the chance to make it your own? Now you can. Right now, get an extra $1,000 in June bonus cash for a combined cash allowance of up to $4,500 for qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial. And starting June 22nd, make no payments until 2005. Plus, now through June 30th, buy or lease a Pacifica or Town & Country. Get a $500 gas car. June bonus days are ending and you've only got 1 week to deal. See your Chrysler dealer today.
Keep your garden green with the Simple Soaker System by Nelson, on sale at Menards. With 45 feet of flexible tubing and 5 spray nozzles, it waters up to 540 square feet. On sale for just $14.99. Store your garden hose with a Suncast Hideaway hose reel. It's portable and automatically tracks hose onto the reel. Just $34.88. With top storage bin, only $44.88. Reel in lawn and garden savings at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
A rare matinee during the week here at Fenway Park. And Brad Radke has been sharp again today.
Boy, just giving up that first run in the first inning. Brad Radke's put up 3-0 starting the bottom of the 5th inning. Brad with no walks again with 4 strikeouts in the ball game.
First pitch to Kevin Youkilis, a breaking ball off the outside corner, 1-0. And now a fastball at the knees.
Youkilis, 25 years old, in his rookie season with the Red Sox, only his 4th year of professional baseball.
Two and one. Radke now over the 100 inning pitch level on the season. Pitch in the neighborhood of 220, 230 innings this year. Fly ball, right center field. Plenty of room out there for Restovich.
That becomes Death Valley on days like this when the wind is blowing a little bit toward left field. A lot of room out here in right field at Fenway Park.
So 1 down in the 5th, and that'll bring up Johnny Damon. Twins, of course, have the weekend series coming up with Milwaukee and then an off day on Monday. And Twins will enjoy having an off day at home. Doug Minkiewicz is having his fishing tournament. 1 strike to Damon and now a ball. All right, called strike, I beg your pardon, 0-2. Ron Gardenhire is going to have elbow surgery on Monday. Elbow has been barking. Yes, he's got a bone spur or a hook in the elbow that he's going to have arthroscopic surgery. Hasn't been able to pitch batting practice for the last several weeks. Not exactly how you want to spend your off day in the middle of the baseball season, but necessary that he gets it taken care of.
Tom Kelly had the same. He had the surgery on his elbow too. 2 managers that like to throw a lot of batting practice when they were healthy.
Not Tommy John surgery.
No.
Maybe if it all goes well, they could rename it Ron Gardenhire surgery. It'd be nice to have a surgical procedure named in your honor. I guess that would be nice. Tommy John's milked it for, what, 30 years? They're always in the public eye. I mean, Tommy's going to be long gone 50 years from now, and they're going to still refer to that procedure as the Tommy John surgery. One and two to Damon. That's a fair ball. And LeCroy gets to the bag before Damon. 2 away. And while you're online, why don't you visit twinsbaseball.com and you can vote for the 2004 All-Star teams. Help send your favorite Twin to the All-Star game this year at Minute Maid Park in Houston. And log on tonight, get your tickets for the upcoming 6-game homestand. Mention the 3 games with the Brewers coming up. That's always fun. And then 3 with the White Sox. Twinsbaseball.com, where baseball is always on.
I sure hope there's more than one Twin in the All-Star game this year.
Well, you know,
think of Joe Nathan. How about Juan Rincon?
You know, I was thinking about that today. Remember last year, Brendan Donnelly kind of broke the ice for setup men. Had such a dominant first half. He was named to the All-Star team.
Shigetoshi Hashigawa was part of that ball club.
2-0 to Mark Bellhorn. A lot depends on how the Twins fare between now and the All-Star break. There's a line drive into right field. Bellhorn will get Ortiz to the plate with a man aboard.
Bellhorn picking up his first hit off of Radke. For Boston, it's their 6th hit of the ball game.
Remember last year the Twins were in first place in early June, but they went into the All-Star break with such a tailspin and were 7.5 games out. They just had the one mandatory pick for the All-Star game, Eddie Guardado. Here's Ortiz, the home run over the foul pole in right his first time up, and then a ground ball to LeCroy. Pulled foul, a strike.
You know, I mentioned Rincon, Nathan. What about Brad Radke? I know he's a, you know, he only has 4 wins. Maybe he'll get a win here. Maybe he'll get a couple more, but nobody's been pitching better in the American League than Brad Radke. But he only has 4 wins. Then you look on the offensive side. You think, what about Lou Ford?
He would be about the only position player, I guess. 1 strike to Ortiz. 1-1 because of injury and some slumps in May and June.
Yeah, I was hoping that Jock Jones had not had that slump because, you know, he's going to put up some good numbers. The 13 home runs, the club leading 41 RBIs.
1-1 to Ortiz. 4 hops to Rivas, and another scoreless inning for Radke. He's been sharp again tonight with just 1 run allowed through 5.
Uh-oh, Johan, they're onto you. They know all about the rules you've been breaking. Yep, it's all right here on tape. Hard evidence. Oh, boy, that's incriminating. Another clear violation of the laws of physics. The Minnesota Twins. Every fan counts.
Single game tickets are available for all home games and start at just $6. Call 612-33-TWINS.
Grab some body wash from Old Spice.
When I walk through a jam, no one knows who I am. Put my love to the test, and I'm Mr. Success.
It has a dual action formula, so you'll get really clean, smell really great.
Hey, Ben. Need help with your anatomy homework?
Now in Mountain Rush scent. Spice things up.
Daddy, Sarah's cat had kittens. Can we keep one?
No, absolutely not. There's no way you're getting a cat.
Please?
Need pet supplies? Head to Mills Fleet Farm. Right now, value packs of Science Diet cat food are even a better value. For just $25.89, get 22 pounds of adult, light, or senior cat food. Science Diet dog food is on sale too. Save on 44-pound value packs of adult, large breed puppy and adult, and lamb and rice. We've got pet supplies and a whole lot more. Mills Fleet Farm.
Sports Network, where Minnesota fans come first. Fox Sports Net.
How lucky are we to be in Fenway Park to watch 2 of the better teams in the American League on a beautiful summer's afternoon. Minnesota leading 3-1. And Jose Offerman will lead things off. Bert Blyleven, Clay Matvick, and Dick Bramer from this historic ballpark.
And Tim Wakefield starting his 6th inning of work. 58 pitches so far for Wakefield, 43 for strikes.
There's Twins owner Carl Pohlad here at Fenway Park to watch baseball at this great ballpark for the first time. They've never seen a ball game here. Jose Offerman on the first pitch sends a little pop-up. Youkilis has it for the first out of the 6th inning. I understand Mr. Pohlad wanting to see a ball game here. Saw his team at the Yankee Stadium in the playoffs last year. I guess in this league they would be the two most historic ballparks. Ball 1 to Lou Ford. There's so many new ones around. Ford single leading off the 4th, and now a foul back and out of play. I know Tropicana Field's a favorite of yours, but I still think that, you know, in terms of
Tropicana.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. I think in that heat and everything, it's the best place that they could play in that area. I think it's bright. Turf is just like the turf in Minnesota.
I walk in there and I feel like they've got neon lights. Or fluorescent lights, I guess I'm trying to say. Just it looks weird in there. Feels weird. 1-2 to Lou Ford. And he strikes out for the 2nd time against Tim Wakefield.
And Wakefield picks up his 3rd strikeout.
And coming up this week on the Fox Saturday Game of the Week, from historic Yankee Stadium, it's the Mets and the Yankees battling for the Big Apple crown. The Fox Saturday Game of the Week at noon on Fox. Outside to Matthew LeCroy, who's been retired in the first pitch in his first 2 at bats. A grounder to short and a fly to short left. Haven't really had a chance to talk about LeCroy and his success against Wakefield. A couple of home runs. And another fly ball to left field. Amir is coming in. And LeCroy is retired. He's 0 for 3. And now Wakefield has retired 7 men in a row.
Just getting a coffee, and I'm talking to Wayne Gretzky. I mean, Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, if you don't mind. And this other guy asked me to pass him the soy milk, and he's wearing like this Quest shirt. I'm just like, dude, can I get your autograph?
We've made some big changes at Quest, and people are noticing. Now you can save up to $120 a year by combining home phone, high-speed internet, and wireless. Plus, add long distance for just 5 cents a minute. All guaranteed by the Quest Promise of Value.
Sit there and
Quest, you're the greatest.
What's going on here? We like to call it our spirit of service in action.
There's only one name that boasts the brute strength of 600 foot-pounds of class-dominating torque. One brand, the fastest production pickup on Earth with a 500-horsepower engine. One truck with the legendary Hemi that out-hauls, out-tows, and outperforms the competition. Dodge Ram, the one truck with the speed, strength, and power to put all the other trucks in their place. Qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial get an additional $1,000 for a total combined cash allowance of $4,500 on Ram 1500.
Ooh, one spicy tender crisp.
Right here. Don't do that.
It's funny.
Don't poke my chicken.
Come on. Lick, that's funny. Sizzle, funnier. Poke, hilarious. It's funny.
I don't like you to poke it. Yeah, here, poke. There. Is that funny?
But you did it really hard and you're in a bad mood, so that hurt.
It's here, the new spicy tender crisp chicken sandwich. Get ready for a mouth whooping. Have your way.
Interleague action returns for one final round. Jenkins and the Brewers prevailed in the first series against Minnesota. Now, Hunter and the Twins look to get even at the Metrodome. Brewers, Twins, Sunday at 1 on Fox Sports Net.
Twins baseball on Fox Sports Net is presented by Pepsi. It's the cola. And by Chrysler. Inspiration comes standard. Manny Ramirez leading off the 6th for Boston. First pitch, a swing and a foul, and that bit Mike Riley, the home plate umpire. You saw the banners here at Fenway Park representing the 4 American League championships without a world championship. And as we said the other night, in those 4 years, the Red Sox had 6 games where they could have won a world championship, and they were and are 0 for 6 in those 6 games.
You believe there is a curse here?
No.
In Boston? Neither do I.
But then you look at what the Twins have done in those situations. The Twins have had 3 games where they could have won a world championship, and they won 2 of them. Lost Game 7 in 1965, and
to a pretty good pitcher,
Sandy Koufax. And then 1 in 87 and 91. Driven to right. Restovich perfectly placed, makes the catch, 1 away.
Well, Brad Radke making his 300th career start. Gets ahead of Ramirez by fouling off a pitch, and Manny Ramirez taking the next pitch. He hit it good, but right at Restovich out in right field.
Here's Garcia Parra. To Radke. 2 away. 95 pitches now for Radke in the afternoon.
This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins. Radke making his 300th Major League start here this afternoon, his 16th start of the year. He has 120 wins in his career, 113 losses.
Hitless Trot Nixon at the plate. And he takes ball 1. Went down swinging in the first, a fly to left his last time up. Two 2-0. Bob Tewksbury talked about it. Mike Riley's a good umpire, but he hasn't made life easy for Brad Radke today. Yet Radke has not walked a batter, and I think has only had 1, maybe 2 3-ball counts.
Yeah, Grant Belfour starting to loosen up. This just might be somewhere where he's just getting some throwing in this ball game. Radke right now 98 pitches in the ball game. It's fun to watch Brad Radke work with the catcher behind the plate. Henry Blanco, this afternoon's catcher. Henry Blanco, if he moves from left or right, and he moves outer half of the plate, that pitch outer half of the plate.
3-1 from Radke to Nixon.
You talk to catchers that catch someone like Brad Radke, they say it's like sitting in a rocking chair when they catch someone like Radke. They don't have to sit inside and try to get the ball that's thrown outer half of the plate. Now Blanco moving inner half of the plate. And the pitch missing inside. And the first walk for Brad Radke. Comes with 2 outs here in the 6th inning.
And that'll bring up Millar.
Radke only his 10th walk of the year. And one of the walks being an intentional walk.
Millar 0 for 2 in the game. Hit in each of the first 2 games of this series. Strike at the knees.
And you see coming into the ball game, Brad Radke, excellent control, leading the American League with less than 1 walk per 9 innings. Carlos Silva, 3rd behind Curt Schilling, who pitched here the other night. Silva last night had a couple walks.
One and 1 to Millar. pitches for Brad. He's been right around the plate. And in the eyes of Mike Riley, just missing the plate on a lot of these pitches.
Most pitches Brad has thrown in a ball game came a couple starts ago against the Phillies. 115 pitches.
Popped up. Rivas brings the glasses down, makes an adjustment. The wind pushing it, and he makes the catch at deep first base.
Uh-oh, Johan, they're onto you. They know all about the rules you've been breaking. Yep, it's all right here on tape. Hard evidence. Oh, boy, that's incriminating. Another clear violation of the laws of physics. The Minnesota Twins. Every fan counts.
Twins versus the Brewers, June 25th through the 27th. Friday, the first 5,000 kids receive a Rod Carew retro jersey, and on Sunday, a retro batting helmet.
When one decision can affect the outcome of the rest of your life, doesn't it make sense to rely on experience? The Vermeulen Law Office has a proven record in handling criminal cases. They stand ready to offer you aggressive, cost-effective legal counsel, specializing in all aspects of criminal defense. When your future's on the line, call the Vermeulen Law Office. The Vermeulen Law Office, 253-2005 or 1-800-379-7417.
Okay, everyone, please pass forward your reports. Aaron, I only asked for a one-page report on Thomas Jefferson.
I know, but to reduce them down to a single page seemed simplistic.
Uh-huh.
I realized it's a lot to go through, so I burned you a DVD.
Hooked on learning? Get hooked on Charter high-speed internet. Our new 3-meg service is now even faster than dial-up and DSL. Upgrade for $29.99 a month until 2005. Plus, ask about free installation. Call 1-888-GET-CHARTER and get
Sports Network, where Minnesota fans come first. Fox Sports Net.
Here's our game summary. The only home run so far by David Ortiz.
Ortiz hitting his second home run of the series, his 17th of the year, but some good two-out hitting by the Twins. The double by Restovich, and Brad Radke has been sharp again here this afternoon. Brad's 6 very good innings, 1 walk with 4 strikeouts. The Dodge game summary, Michael Kadire and Restovich, 2-out RBI doubles. Radke 6 good innings, and Wakefield pitching very well here this afternoon.
I've got somewhat of a call here. Somebody's going to hit one out this half inning.
I like that.
1-0 to Hunter. Torrey tried to hit one out there. 1-1. It'll be Hunter, Kadire, and Restovich. Hunter starts the inning with a single. Twins getting their first hit since Kadire's RBI double high off the wall and left back in the 4th inning.
Yeah, Wakefield had retired the last 7 batters he faced, but Torrey fought off that knuckleball right there and gets his second single.
Here's Kadire. Drove in a run in the 4th with a double, missed a home run by a couple of feet down the left field line. Reached on what looked like it was the 3rd out of the inning when the pass ball allowed him to advance to first base. Here's a pop up to short center. Damon coming in, and a long run, and the catch. Kadire's retired for the first out. And that'll bring up Restovich.
Tim Wakefield originally signed by the Pittsburgh Pirates back in 1988 as a first baseman, third baseman, someone that came out of southern Florida with a lot of power. Didn't really start pitching until 1990 on a regular basis in the Pirate organization. A couple years later, he was the National League Rookie Pitcher of the Year in 1992.
Here's Restovich. Hunter goes on the first pitch. Mirabelli's throw not in time. Hunter with a hard slide into the bag. Let's hope he's all right. A late slide, and Hunter is able to get up and walk it off.
Well, second stolen base off of Wakefield. Torrey getting a good jump right there. Last time it was a fastball, this time a knuckleball. And Mirabelli, a good throw, as good as he can. But Torrey steals a base, his 5th of the year.
1-0 to Restovich. Drove in the first Twins run with a double off the wall and left, and he takes inside 2-0. Talked with Michael before the game today. Asked him if he was ready to hit the knuckleball. He says, yep. And he reminded me he made his major league debut against Steve Sparks of the Tigers a couple years ago. That drops inside, and it's 3-0.
Well, we all know the power that Michael Restovich can generate. 14 home runs this year in Rochester when he hit 260. 13 doubles, a couple triples. And with that double, RBI double, Restovich picked up his 6th major league RBI.
And it's a 4-pitch walk, first issued by Wakefield, who hasn't had many 3-ball counts himself. And that'll bring up Blanco. There your Francona. And the Red Sox dugout. Blanco followed Restovich's RBI double with a single that scored Restovich. And then Blanco was hung out to dry between first and second. Popped up. Youkilis almost ran into Al Newman. He's able to make the catch. In fact, he did make contact, and Newman apologizes to him. Newman almost got caught up in the middle of the play there.
Well, it's tough right there because you try to find the ball, and Youkilis trying to keep his eye on the ball, and Newman right there, you can see Newman's surprised. Youkilis makes the catch. Newman, you got to get down and maybe trip him up right there.
Make more solid contact. Here's Rivas with runners at first and second and 2 away. Louis 0 for 2. 1 for 11 now, lifetime against Tim Wakefield.
Well, Louis had a good road trip so far. He's 9 hits in 25 at-bats on this current road trip, ending today. 1 for 4 yesterday.
Strike 2.
And Wakefield throws that knuckleball so many different speeds. We've seen it at 54 miles an hour. You see one around 70 miles an hour.
Struck him out. Like a drop. Twins get a leadoff single, leave a couple aboard in the top of the 7th.
A half hour of sports news like never before. Diverse guests, smart analysis, and challenging questions. I'm Max with Max Kellerman. Tonight on Fox Sports Net.
The all-new Dodge Durango's making it to the top of a lot of lists. It came in first in a car and driver full-size SUV comparison test. It came in first when Motor Trend did their full-size comparison. It also received 5 stars, the highest government frontal crash test rating. See your Dodge dealer and put the all-new Durango at the top of your list, too. Qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial get an additional $1,000 for a total combined cash allowance of $4,500 on Durango.
The home side is something going now. Crowd's loving it. Now the big guy hitting.
Sweetie, I'll be right there to help.
So Wayne is at the first pitch. Ground ball.
I'm on my way.
Second in time and on the first. Hey, double play.
Hi. Nothing delivers like an ice cold Diet Pepsi. It's the Diet Cola.
The slider is the pitch that single-handedly changed baseball.
Our Pepsi fans of the game, youngsters enjoying some pretty good seats here at Fenway Park.
Another young lady, maybe seeing her first ball game here.
Doug Mirabelli leading off the 7th against Brad Radke. Outside, ball 1. And Blanco calls time. I think he wants to look at the baseball. Not very often a catcher wants the umpire to look at it.
Brad, 105 pitches in a ball game, 68 for strikes, a walk with 4 strikeouts so far.
One and one. Mirabelli, Youkilis, and Damon face Radke here in the 7th inning, and the hope is Brad will be able to get through the 7th. Giving up 6 hits, half of them in the 1st inning. 1 and 2. Mirabelli with 1 of the hits, singling up the middle in the 2nd inning. And fastball. Mirabelli a swing and a miss for the first out of the 7th.
And Radke picks up his 5th strikeout. Good fastball, outer half of the plate. Perfect pitch right there, down and away. Good arm angle. Hey, look at Brad Radke since the beginning of May. In May he was 2-0, an ERA of 2.2. This is his 5th start here in the month of June, but coming into this game he's 0-1, but an ERA of 2.28. Aaron Foltz starting to loosen up.
1-0 to Youkilis. 1-1. Now, one thing that might allow Radke to pitch a little deeper in the game and let the pitch count be elevated a little bit is the Twins have an off day on Monday, so Brad will have an extra day between this start and his next start. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
See, to me, Brad Radke is a guy that can throw 130, 140 pitches because of his delivery. He's very smooth. He doesn't put a lot of pressure on that shoulder. Great follow through. But again, the most pitches Brad has thrown, 115 a couple starts ago.
Trying for that outside corner and missing, 2 and 2.
He's going to go over that count this afternoon. And it's not a real hot day here either. I think that helps. It's in the 70s, low 70s.
Driven to center, left center, and Hunter has to try to cut it off. Youkilis rounds first, and he'll be held there. So it's a 1-out single for Youkilis. And Johnny Damon due up next. Fans, you can save money with the Cub Foods Value Pack. Every Friday night, you'll get a lower pavilion ticket, Hormel Dome Dog, and soda for just $16. You can get your Cub Foods Value Pack tickets tomorrow for tomorrow night's game against the Brewers. Call 800-33-TWINS. Trip to the mound by Blanco. And we'll see if that's just to buy some time. Foltz is warming up, and the left-handed hitter is coming to the plate, Damon. It's Damon, a lefty, a switch hitter, Bellhorn, and then left-handed hitting David Ortiz lined up here in the 7th inning. There's a strike on the outside corner. Damon 0 for 3, has not gotten the ball out of the infield. Last night, the Twins turned a couple of very big double plays behind Carlos Silva. One of them hit by Damon. Cracked his bat. Chipped it again, just like he did in an earlier at bat. Chipped it around the handle. 2 strikes.
You see Damon right here fouling off a pitch down in the zone. To get Damon out as far as a double play, it has to be hit almost like it was last night. A 1-hopper to Rivas. Damon very quick down that line.
Radke struck him out on the second with a devastating changeup. Fastball here, and it's bounced up the middle on an 0-2 pitch. So Damon with a base hit up the middle, and Youkilis advances to second base.
Well, Damon just dropping the head of the bat. It's a good pitch, but hit right back up the middle. Damon getting his first hit.
So now Bellhorn singled his last time up.
8 hits off of Brad Radke so far, a home run and 7 singles.
Tapped foul, a strike.
These are situations late in the ball game that you want to stay out there. You want to get out of this inning.
To get out of the inning, he might have to get a double play ball. I would imagine Ortiz, if he hits this inning, would hit against 4. A strike to Bellhorn. 1-1. And really, you were talking about the pitch count, but there have been very few pitches under duress, you know, in stressful situations.
That's why I'm not a firm believer in a pitch count. Your mannerisms on the mound, your demeanor, the way that you go about your business tells a manager or a pitching coach that maybe you're tiring.
2-1. And from the first to the 7th inning, the Red Sox just had a handful of base runners, and most of them reached with 2 out in an inning, and never more than 1 base runner per inning. 2-1 to Bellhorn. 3-1.
Well, what you find yourself when you're able to go 8 or 9 innings, that 1 or 2 times throughout a ball game, maybe 3 times, that you have to pitch out of jams, and Brad Radke's in one of those spots right here.
Bouncer toward first.
With the out.
LeCroy gets to the bag for out number 2. Both runners move up. The tying run is in scoring position for Ortiz. And now how do you play it if you're Ron Gardenhire?
Gardy's on his way out.
Maybe a better question, why warm up Aaron Foltz if you're not going to bring him in here to face David Ortiz? No signal's been given yet, but Foltz is ready to come in.
Well, Gardy just might be coming out and asking Brad Radke what he wants to do here. And Radke must have said the right thing, because as soon as he said something to Gardy, Gardy made the motion to bring in Aaron Foltz.
So Foltz will come in to try to get the Twins out of the 7th inning.
Hi, I'm Doug Minkiewicz. Baseball and fishing are my passions. I also care deeply about the preservation of wildlife. That's why I'm hosting the 2nd annual Doug Minkiewicz Bass Fishing Classic benefiting Wildlife Forever, a national conservation organization based here in Minnesota. Join me, my friends and teammates for the fish weigh-in on June 28th at Maynard's Restaurant on Lake Minnetonka at 1 p.m. For more information, call 1-800-33-TWINS.
The Doug Minkiewicz Bass Fishing Classic is presented by Ranger Boats, powered by Yamaha.
You're watching Fox Sports Net, the only sports network where Minnesota fans come first. Minnesota Sports Tonight. Your teams. Minnesota has won! Your players. Your home for all the scores, interviews, and highlights that matter most to Minnesota fans. Minnesota Sports Tonight. Weeknights at 10 on Fox Sports Net, where Minnesota fans come first.
Introducing IMAX, a half hour of sports news like never before.
That void in sports news is now filled.
Diverse guests, smart analysis, and challenging questions.
It's just my opinion, but I'm right.
IMAX with Max Kellerman. Smart, funny, and always opinionated. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Minnesota fans come first.
Fox Sports Net.
Another low-scoring ball game with Brad Ratke pitching well. So far, just 1 run allowed, earned in 6 2/3 innings. And to try to get the Twins through the 7th with the lead, it's Aaron Foltz.
Well, Aaron Foltz looking to redeem himself from his outing on Tuesday night, where he only went 1/3 of an inning, gave up a couple hits, 4 runs. Aaron Foltz was charged with a couple walks, 1 intentional walk. He threw 27 pitches. Foltz had an ERA of 3.7 before that relief appearance on Tuesday night. Now the 4.83 ERA. They faced David Ortiz, and David Ortiz hit a double off of Foltz.
Most of the runs against Foltz scored after he left the ball game on the first pitch grand slam by Garciaparra. 1 strike to David Ortiz. Nice block by Blanco, and the count's even.
Well, you know a breaking ball's coming, and Henry Blanco doing a good job of utilizing that chest protector to deaden the ball. David Ortiz 1 for 2 lifetime against Foltz.
The move made here, even though Ortiz, even when he was with the Twins, was a very good hitter against left-handed pitching. Two and 1. Again, the balance and the firepower in this Boston lineup. The Twins do have first base open, but then if Ortiz were to draw a walk, you've got to pitch to Manny Ramirez. No activity in the Twins bullpen.
That's why a lineup like this is so tough, because they all complement each other. Of course, falling behind in the count here, 3-1 to David Ortiz.
Ortiz on a 3-1 pitch from Brad Ratke hit his home run in the first inning. Tension ratcheted up here in the late innings at Fenway.
I'd be surprised if he gets a fastball right here.
3-1 to Ortiz.
Goes to a hard breaking ball. Foltz has 2 types of curveball, breaking balls, a big curveball and then a little cutter, almost like a slider, and that's the 3-1 pitch he threw right there to David Ortiz.
Top RBI man in the league. With the tying run at second and 2 away. Base hit. It'll tie the game. And Ortiz comes through again for the Red Sox.
Well, he threw him the same exact pitch that David Ortiz swung through on 3-1. This time David Ortiz got a piece of it and lined it into center field, picking up a couple RBIs. His 3 RBIs this afternoon, now with 68 on the year.
It's been a tough road trip for Aaron Foltz. Ortiz wins the battle, ties the game. There was activity in the bullpen. It's Grant Balfour who's going to come into the ball game here to get Manny Ramirez. The Twins open.
Cars have what it takes to be an American icon. It takes performance with race car styling and a 260 horsepower V8. It takes value with 0% financing for 48 months or $2,500 cash back. It takes heritage, 40 years of ruling the road. That's the difference between the original pony car and the rest of the herd. Drive a Mustang today with 0% financing for 48 months or $2,500 cash back. Ask the experts. See your Northland Ford dealer today.
Menards' entire selection of quality Biltmore architectural shingles is on sale. 35 and 50-year Biltmore have the look of a shake roof and come in rich earth tone colors. All on sale. Seal in big savings on Blackjack Ultra coatings. All-weather cement stops roof leaks on wet or dry surfaces. Brushable coating seals and protects roofs and foundations. Your choice, $4.99 a gallon. $15.88 for 5 gallons. Menards is tops at saving you money.
Save big money at Menards.
The boys of summer are back. It's Saints baseball on Fox Sports Net.
He makes the catch.
sports. All season long, Fox Sports Net takes you live to Midway Stadium, where your St. Paul Saints take the diamond and battle for the Northern League title. Tonight and Saturday, the Saints take on the Explorers on Fox Sports Net, the only sports network where Minnesota fans come first.
With the right-hander Manny Ramirez hitting next, the Twins go to right-hander Graham Balfour.
Well, Balfour making his first appearance here at Fenway Park, his first ever against the Boston Red Sox, coming in for the 11th time on the year. He last pitched on Friday in Milwaukee, 2/3 of an inning. Had a couple strikeouts and a walk in that outing against the Brewers.
And of course, Brad Radke can't win for losing. Won't lose, won't win. Another no decision for Brad. In a tie game, here's Ramirez. Fastball just off the outside corner, ball one. Balfour, hard-throwing right-hander, will probably throw predominantly fastballs here to Ramirez. There's a breaking ball for a strike. I haven't seen Balfour throw too many breaking balls because he's not shown command of a breaking ball.
Well, this is a guy you better throw a breaking ball to other than just straight fastballs, because he hit a good fastball hitter. This guy's just a good hitter.
Yeah, what do you throw him?
Yeah. Well, you have to work both sides of the plate with Manny Ramirez. You pitch him hard inside and then breaking balls away and fastballs down and away. But the guy's a .317 career hitter coming into this season, his 12th at the major league level.
3-1, and where Radke is able to do that, pitch to both sides of the plate, we haven't seen that kind of command from Balfour yet. 3-1 to Ramirez with Garciaparra on deck.
Sure, Ramirez is looking one pitch right here. Fastball, middle in. Let me drive it somewhere. He looked for that. Got the breaking ball over 3-1.
3 balls have been on fastballs. The strikes have been on breaking pitches.
Little slider right there.
Two across for the Red Sox to tie it here in the 7th. Ortiz goes and the pitch nubbed. Balfour barehands it and throws him out. But David Ortiz does it to his old teammates again. We're tied at 3.
Please welcome Shaquille O'Neal. And now, Pamela Anderson. Chris Fry. Let's give a big hand for Samuel L. Jackson. I'm excited.
There's something special in the air on the best damn sports show, period. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Totally NASCAR, the only source that puts the racing fan in tune with what's happening on and around the track. With expert analysis, racing insights, and the latest reports from the winner's circle. Your all-access pass to everything that is NASCAR. Totally NASCAR. Weekdays on Fox Sports Net.
Where Minnesota fans come first. Fox Sports Net.
Growing up, Fred and Ernie were very close. They had to be. They were born joined at the finger. But then everything changed when Ernie became one of those bandwagon fans.
Check out my new Lakers jersey.
You know you're gonna lose. Oh, I'll see you later. Yeah, booyah! Yeah, booyah in your face.
So while Fred has no choice but to put up with teams he doesn't care about, thankfully, you do.
Twins took a lead in the 2nd inning. It lasted until the 7th. In all 3 games here, the Twins have gotten very good starting pitching. But again, Brad Radke won't get the win today.
Well, call me from the old school, but
You're
Brad Radke
old
now has 9 no decisions so far this year. I'm sorry, Brad Radke has to stay out there to face David Ortiz. And if David Ortiz gets on, he's got to face Manny Ramirez. It's his game to win or lose in that situation. And Brad Radke, another no decision.
Christian Guzman will lead off the 8th inning against Tim Wakefield. And ball 1, ball 2.
Well, Wakefield doing his job, holding the Twins offense down. 3 runs off of Wakefield, only 1 earned run. The Twins were able to score 2 unearned runs off Wakefield in the 2nd inning. But Wakefield hasn't thrown a lot of pitches, just 81 pitches, 56 for strikes.
He could throw 160, couldn't he, with that knuckleball? Guzman spins it foul and back into the seats, 2-2.
I mentioned last night talking to Wakefield. I played golf with with Tim Wakefield down in Florida. He says that, you know, there's some days that he wakes up and he goes out there and that knuckleball just isn't knuckling, and he accepts that. But there's days like this afternoon so far, the knuckleball is working for him.
A bouncer to second, picked up by Bellhorn, 1 away. Ron Gardenhire's certainly been impressed over the years with Wakefield. Scott Williamson warming up in the Boston bullpen. Wakefield has been a very good pitcher over the years, and Ron Gardenhire had a picture of him in his locker all the years he was a coach with the Minnesota Twins. Here's Jose Offerman. Offerman 0 for 3. And a strike. Invariably over the course of the year, and the Twins have already had a couple of periods like this, you're going to find yourself in a situation where your bullpen's overworked and you really need your starting pitcher to pitch deep into a ball game, and Wakefield's done that. There's a liner to Garciaparra for out number 2. Second time in the game today where Offerman is lined out to Garciaparra.
Well, Offerman making contact again very nicely on this knuckleball. It just kind of hung right there, but there's Garciaparra going high to his left to make the putout with a second out.
Lou Ford a single and a couple of strikeouts. But Wakefield's been such a valuable guy in terms of doing what he's done here today, pitching innings out of the rotation, or if need be, stepping into the bullpen in between starts. A chopper to Al Newman. And it's 1-1.
Well, Wakefield last year made 35 starts, a couple relief appearances. The year before that, 15 starts in 45 appearances overall. This is his 266th major league start, his 407th major league appearance. Has 22 saves in his career. 18 complete games, 3 shutouts.
1-2 to Ford. And a liner over Garciaparra's glove to left. And Ramirez flings it back to the infield. So we'll see if the Twins can put together a 2-out run producing rally here in the 8th.
Well, they have speed at first base now. That knuckleball, like a curveball, just kind of hung right there. And Lou Ford gets his second hit of the ball game. Remember, Lou Ford stole a base in the 4th inning against Wakefield.
LeCroy, the hitter. Ron Gardenhire saying before the game that late in the game he would probably replace LeCroy with Doug Minkiewicz at first base. Probably thankful he didn't do that now, with LeCroy getting an extra swing against Wakefield. And there's a drive to left toward the wall, off the fence. Ford going to third base. LeCroy held at first. And LeCroy jumping on the first pitch again and lining a single against the fence and left.
It's really the first pitch that Wakefield left up that allowed Matthew LeCroy to extend those hands. The previous at-bats seemed like everything was down. But in a lot of ballparks, this might be a home run, but here at Fenway Park, it's a line drive high off the green monster. And Ramirez gets the ball back in quickly. And Ford stops at third.
That's the end of the road for Tim Wakefield. And the fans here at Fenway appreciate it, with Scott Williamson pitching next.
Ladies and gentlemen, the National League needs your support. A vote for the AL is a vote for the future. America, are you ready for your 2004 All-Star Game?
the 2004 All-Star Game. Live from Minute Maid Park, July 13th, only on Fox.
Bring it, check it, bring it. You're in Minnesota, now we're gonna chew you up. The play's going down, you better check your cup. What? You are. Yeah, you felt that one, huh? Springwell got it and got break too. They'll beat you down and then we're coming for you. You are. I can hear your mama calling for the Minnesota Strong. For the Minnesota Strong, this is our song. Sing it, come on. You are. In our house.
They're highly skilled, with nerves of steel and a killer instinct. Who are they? The world's greatest liars. 36 players left, over $500,000 at stake. Championship poker at the Plaza Sunday.
The AVP Nissan Series. Every week, the game's greatest players, the circuit's hottest beaches. It's professional volleyball evolved to its highest stakes. The AVP Nissan Series, this weekend on Fox Sports Net.
Red Sox change pitchers. Doug Mirabelli changes gloves with Scott Williamson coming into the ball game with the go-ahead run at third.
Oh, what a year Williamson has had so far. The 1.29 ERA, making his second appearance here against the Twins. He pitched on Tuesday night, one shutout inning. He pitched the 8th inning in that Red Sox 9-2 win. But Williamson has worked 21 innings. He's allowed only 7 hits. 2 of the 7 hits. He had 2 hits batsmen, 11 walks with 22 strikeouts for Williamson, 1 intentional walk.
2 out, 2 on, and a pinch runner at first. Alex Prieto in at first for LeCroy. And Doug Minkiewicz, in all likelihood, will play first base for the balance of the game with Lou Ford at third. And here's Torrey Hunter. Pair of singles against Wakefield, and now he'll see if he can get the go-ahead run across against Scott Williamson.
Williamson with a good fastball in the mid-90s, a hard slider, and a forkball. In his first full season with the Red Sox last year, started with the Cincinnati Reds, then traded over to Boston.
Swing and a miss, 1 strike.
Hard slider right there. Torrey Hunter has never faced Williamson.
Good bullpen a few years back for the Cincinnati Reds. Danny Graves, Williamson, one of the reasons the Reds contended, and now part of the reasons the Red Sox are contending this year.
You know, the first 3 at-bats for Torrey Hunter, you see the butterfly, the knuckleball, and all of a sudden here comes a 90-plus mile an hour fastball at you.
2 strikes to Hunter. By Mirabelli. His passed ball against the knuckleball in the 2nd inning allowed the Twins to score a couple of unearned runs.
A little easier to catch a slider down in the dirt rather than that knuckleball that might be floating all over the place. Williamson in his 6th season at the major league level. He's averaged 10.5 strikeouts, or 10.5 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched over his career.
Twins left 2 on in the 7th. They leave 2 on in the 8th, and we're tied at 3.
2003 would have marked Lou Gehrig's 100th birthday. The baseball legend gave his heart and soul to America's pastime. He gave his name and life to ALS, the fatal disease also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. ALS can strike anyone. It affects thousands of individuals and families across the upper Midwest, including mine. In 1982, my father passed away from ALS. Teaming up with the Minnesota Twins and corporate partners such as Carrier, We've raised more than $2 million for the fight against ALS. Help find the cure. Call the Minnesota ALS Association today.
There's something special in the air on the best damn sports show, period. Tonight on Fox Sports Net.
ABC, Seamless, the seamless solution.
If you need new gutters, call ABC Seamless. If your gutters are leaking or are broken, let ABC Seamless help solve your problem. Our new designer gutter carries away more water than traditional gutters. Plus, our flip-up extensions whisk the water away from your home. Before the summer rain hits, let ABC Seamless give you a free estimate on new gutters and downspouts. Check outside. If you need new gutters, call ABC Seamless today.
Get big volume deals on new Pontiacs at Luther Brookdale Buick Pontiac GMC. Save $5,300 on a 2004 Pontiac Grand Am, sale price from $13,495. Save over $5,100 on a 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix, sale priced at $17,995. Only from Luther Brookdale Buick Pontiac GMC. Get big volume deals on new GMCs only from Luther Brookdale Buick Pontiac GMC. Save almost $7,500 on a 2004 Envoy, now from $24,995. Save over $8,800 on a 2004 Yukon, sale price from $29,995. Only from Luther Brookdale Buick Pontiac GMC.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Even at 3 apiece going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Another taut game here between the Red Sox and the Twins. And Grant Balfour will start the inning for the Twins. And the first man he'll face is Nomar Garciaparra. Balfour got the final out of the 7th inning. And the Twins would prefer not to use Juan Rincon because he got 5 outs last night. Joe Nathan's available, Rincon preferably not. And the Twins have already used Aaron Foltz. So here's Garciaparra. Fastball up and in. Defensively for the Twins, Michael Kadire comes across the infield. He'll play at first base, and Prieto stays in at third base. So Doug Minkiewicz still on the bench. Fouled away, 1-1. Two and 1. Challenge for Balfour here as he starts this inning is to throw strikes.
Well, Grant has only allowed 1 run over his last 7 appearances, covering 8 and now in a 3rd innings.
On ball to Guzman. Over to Kadire, 1 away. When he's done that, when he's thrown strikes, his fastball can be overpowered.
Yeah, Balfour, 26 years old, in his 3rd season with the Twins. First came up with the Twins back in 2001. Last year, made 17 relief appearances, 16 relief appearances, 1 start last year.
And a strike to Trot Nixon. One and 1. Nixon drew the only walk issued by Brad Radke his last time up. Two and 1.
Yeah, looked like it was right off the end of the bat. Balfour, with his follow through, had a chance to maybe knock it down right here, but the ball gets by him underneath his glove and then into center field. 10th hit of the ball game for the Boston Red Sox.
Kevin Millar is going to hit. Millar 0 for 3. You saw Keith Falk warming up. He's the closer for the Red Sox. And Gabe Kapler running for Trot Nixon. Each team using a pinch runner here in the 8th inning.
Gabe Kapler 3 stolen bases in 4 attempts, but Henry Blanco very solid behind the plate.
And a called strike, 0-2.
Henry Blanco has thrown out 14 of 29 potential base stealers. That's 48%. And Grant Belfour pretty quick home with that slide step.
And Joe Mauer, the other catcher for the Twins, has thrown out 5 of 8. You don't expect teams to do much base stealing against the Twins. 1-2. Popped up near second base. Guzman Rivas, and it's Rivas with the catch for out number 2. And now Jason Varitek will hit for Mirabelli.
Well, fighting that sun, Rivas. See how he shades that sun and then finds the ball. Makes the second out catch. Varitek 3 for 8 so far in the series with a double and an RBI. Varitek, a switch hitter, is a left-handed hitter, hitting .276. 2 for 7 as a pinch hitter with an RBI.
Low, ball 1. All these hitters facing Balfour, of course, for the first time. Belly had gone 1 for 3.
A good breaking ball right there behind an account.
It'll mean a lot for Balfour if he can throw that pitch even when he is behind in the count to be able to throw it for strikes. Just haven't seen that consistently from him.
Threw that 3-2 breaking ball to Manny Ramirez to get the final out of the last inning.
2-1 to Varitek. Anderson with a fastball. Youkilis on deck. Twins outfield playing it pretty deeply. Keep Varitek from getting an extra base hit. Here's a bouncer up the middle.
Breaking ball.
Rivas to Guzman. Balfour having better success with his breaking ball than his fastball today.
Hi, I'm Doug Minkiewicz. Baseball and fishing are my passions. I also care deeply about the preservation of wildlife. That's why I'm hosting the 2nd annual Doug Minkiewicz Bass Fishing Classic benefiting Wildlife Forever, a national conservation organization based here in Minnesota. Join me, my friends and teammates for the fish weigh-in on June 28th at Maynard's Restaurant on Lake Minnetonka at 1 p.m. For more information, call 1-800-33-TWINS.
The Doug Minkiewicz Bass Fishing Classic is presented by Ranger Boats, powered by Yamaha.
Has a car ever made you circle back or take the long way? Would you jump at the chance to make it your own? Now you can. Right now, get an extra $1,000 in June bonus cash for a combined cash allowance of up to $4,500 for qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial. And starting June 22nd, make no payments until 2005. Plus, now through June 30th, buy or lease a Pacifica or Town & Country. Get a $500 gas car. June bonus days are ending and you've only got 1 week to deal. See your Chrysler dealer today.
Guys.
Tied at 3 going to the 9th. And the Twins hoping to take this series 2-1, and their closer coming in, even though the Red Sox don't have the lead here in the 9th inning. Keith Foulke.
Keith Foulke coming in for the 32nd time. Very good 1.24 earned run average for Keith Foulke in his first season with the Boston Red Sox. He pitched here on Tuesday night, the 9th inning, in that 9-2 win. The Twins were able to get 3 hits off of Foulke, a run. Foulke walked the batter through 23 pitches. New catcher, Jason Varitek, pinch hitting for Mirabelli, stays behind the plate. And Gabe Kapler, who pinched ran for Trot Nixon, takes over for Nixon in right field.
Before we get this 9th inning started, I know you would like to join me in congratulating a former catcher of yours, Phil Roof, for reaching a milestone. Won his 1,000th game as a minor league manager the other night.
Nice going, Roofy. Roof. That's a lot of games. Boy, that man had been dedicated to baseball his whole life.
Pretty much done whatever the Twins have asked him to do. Even he was a AAA manager, and then the Twins wanted John Russell to get a chance, and then Phil came back after Russell left. Here's Michael Kadire leading off the Twins' 9th. Check swing and a strike. Kadire with an RBI double, just missed a home run with his shot off the wall in the 4th. Sends it over the roof down the right field line.
Keith Foulke with a good fastball in the low 90s. An outstanding changeup. I mean, a very nasty changeup. Mixing a curveball and a slider.
Kadire saw him the other night, got a single against Foulke to start the 9th inning. Inside 1-2. Kadire, Restovich, and Blanco scheduled to face Foulke. Grounded to third.
They always say you for Youkilis. I want to hear him. I want to see him throw a ball away. So they'll get you will go to boo just like that.
Won't take them long if it happens.
Not here.
Here's Restovich. And he wants Jason Varitek to hand Michael Riley, the umpire of the baseball. Restovich hit one against the monster in his first Fenway Park at bat. Then flied out to center and drew a 4-pitch walk. Fastball outside, ball 1.
Keith Foulke, 31 years old, 6 foot tall, 210 pounder, signing as a free agent over the winter by the Red Sox. Good fastball, good location right there, outer half of the plate. Foulke last year, the closer for the Oakland A's, had 43 saves.
Enough to lead the league last year. 1-1 to Restovich. 1-2. It was his second save, or second year, with more than 40 saves. He saved 42 for the White Sox 2 years before.
All he needs is a no-hitter. He can join that.
That's our trivia question last night. And Restovich fights one off.
He's got a bit of a awkward delivery, Keith Foulke. That arm kind of stays back, and it's kind of a short armor that just stays on top and just kind of whips through. Joe Nathan starting to loosen up in the Twins bullpen.
Ooh. 2-2. Close pitch.
You can see that arm staying back and almost cocking that arm that creates that good downward plane. Foulke originally signing by the Giants back in 1994. changeup.
Almost looked like Mike Riley missed the pitch before and then called Restovich out on that 2-2 pitch. Here's our Carsoup.com email question. Christy Zwack from beautiful Annandale.
Well, Christy, she's asking who goes back down to AAA when J.C. Romero comes back. I'm not the general manager. I don't know. That'll be something that Ron Gardenhire and Terry Ryan will decide. And do the Twins want to go back to 12 pitchers and send down an everyday player?
Henry Blanco, the hitter, 1 strike. Ooh, Blanco's hit by the pitch. He'll take first base and get Rivas to the plate. And too, Ron Gardenhire made it sound today as if Nick Punto is close to coming back to the active roster as well.
That ball getting a piece of Henry Blanco. Look at it. Right there, I mean, when a catcher gets hit, that doesn't even hurt him. As many times they get hit behind the plate.
Nerve endings are pretty dead anyway, right? Here's Rivas looking for his first hit. Half swing, will appeal. Strike 1 to Chuck Meriwether.
Rivas 1 for 6 lifetime against Keith Folk.
4 strikeouts.
With a walk and 4 strikeouts and an RBI.
Popped up. It'll reach the seats. It doesn't hit a speaker. Oh, I'm sorry.
Long ballpark.
Get used to indoor baseball after this glorious road trip where the weather has just been spectacular. Great weather in Milwaukee. Great weather here in Boston. 2 strikes to Rivas. Got him looking. And Folk makes quick work of the Twins in the top of the 9th.
This week on Fox Sports Net across America, from 70s sitcom star to MLB scout. See how David Lander went from primetime actor to big league advisor. Fox Sports Net across America, Saturday.
It's Lynx basketball on Fox Sports Net. This summer, the women take center stage. As your Minnesota Lynx look to light up the scoreboard and make some noise in the WNBA.
What great look.
Lynx basketball all season long on Fox Sports Net, the only network where Minnesota fans come first. Minnesota Sports Tonight. Your home for all the scores, interviews, and highlights that matter most to Minnesota fans.
Can you believe it?
Minnesota Sports Tonight. Weeknights at 10 on Fox Sports Net.
Hey guys, thanks again.
No problem. Thank you.
Minnesota making its only regular season trip to Fenway Park. Usually this trip comes up early in the schedule, but here we are in the middle of summer and the weather just wonderful.
That was us way up there.
That's who you were
Yeah,
waving.
very nice view.
I thought you had a friend here
No, I
that you
was
were
waving to myself, saying hi, self.
Kevin Youkilis will lead off the bottom of the 9th against Grant Balfour.
Well, Balfour's done a good job so far. An inning and a third. He's only allowed a base hit, and that to Trot Nixon last inning.
Hasn't walked anybody and has had command of a breaking ball that he has struggled with at times. And he'll face Youkilis, Damon, and Bellhorn here in the bottom of the 9th. Youkilis singled with 1 out in the 7th inning against Brad Radke. And then the Red Sox got a big 2-run single by David Ortiz to tie the game at 3. Strike on the outside corner.
You know, I don't mind interleague play. I just don't like coming to Boston only one time. That's the only thing. I think baseball ought to cut down the inter-division type games. I think when we play everybody 19 times in our division, maybe cut that down to 15 or 16 games. That allows each club to maybe go to a place like this twice during the season. And also has an opportunity for Boston to come to our place a couple times.
Over the first couple of years of interleague play, they did that. They tried to condense the schedule, and so we found ourselves with a lot of 2-game series, and nobody liked that. So they had to make an accommodation. 1 and 2, and now 2 and 2.
Well, these are two good teams faced up against each other, and you hate to only play each other 6 times in a 162-day schedule.
2 and 2 from Balfour to Youkilis. Fouled away. And it's not arbitrary, but there's no pattern to it. In other words, we go to Baltimore twice this year. We go to Boston once. We go to Texas once.
We go to New York once. Anaheim once.
That part of it I like.
No, I love New York.
Do you?
Yes.
Popped up to right center field. Restovich, Hunter, who wants it? And it's Hunter with the catch, 1 away.
When you love this ballpark, you have to love Yankee Stadium.
No, you don't.
You don't like Yankee Stadium?
Pretty much the whole New York experience.
Really?
It's awesome. I love the history there. It's just. They're the 2 managers. Terry Francona gets to go to the Yankee Stadium 3 times. Strike 1 to Johnny Damon. Damon followed up Youkilis' single with one of his own, and he ended up scoring the tying run. 1 and 1.
Grant Balfour, longest outing this year, came 2 innings in his second appearance this year back in May against the Chicago White Sox at the Metrodome.
And it's 2 and 2 to Damon. Fouled into the seats. Last year, Balfour made a start for the Twins and made 11 starts for Rochester last year. Some problems with his control in his major league start.
Started that on September 3rd against the Anaheim Angels, and Balfour picks up the strikeout here of Johnny Damon, his first of the ball game.
You talk about pitchers' pitches. That 96 miles per hour on the outside corner.
Low and away on the black. Hardest pitch to hit. And you can see Johnny Damon wanted no part of that.
And now here's Bellhorn. One for 4 on the afternoon. Ball 1. One and 1. And again, that clock here at Fenway Park at 96 miles per hour. I don't know what's going to happen here, but you can see why the Twins are reluctant to send Grant Balfour down, because when he throws strikes, he can be overpowering. 1 and 2. Strike three. Blanco blocks the pitch and throws to first base. A 1-2-3 ninth. We'll head into an extra frame, maybe more at Fenway Park.
You know, some people don't think what we do is a sport. That's because you can't get hurt doing it. Otherwise, we have that insurance. What insurance? What? Come again? The one that pays you cash. If you're hurt and can't work. Which one?
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
The only sports network where Minnesota fans come first. You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Speed Tuesday, original series.
Let's crank it up.
Souped up rides put to the test.
You think you're having a problem with performance?
Improve your technique.
This thing is a weapon.
Feel the heat.
Makes your tuner car into a better track car. This car will do anything that you want it to do. Will it get you a date with a hot chick? I'll let you know.
Yeah. Join the sports car revolution.
Finally, your old lady's got a reason to watch Speed.
Sports car revolution. Tuesdays only on Speed.
Fox Movie Channel is the first and only network that brings you your favorite movies, direct from the source, 20th Century Fox.
Showtime, folks.
Our vast library contains some of the greatest films of all time.
Know your age, me.
All uncut and commercial-free.
I'll be back.
As well as today's top stars.
You recommend.
Plus, original programming only we can deliver.
You're watching Fox Movie Channel.
It's all here on Fox Movie Channel.
The only sports network where Minnesota fans come first. Fox Sports Net.
This matinee goes overtime with Christian Guzman leading off the 10th against Keith Folk. And the first pitch missing low, ball one.
Guzzi looking for his first hit of the ball game. Twins starting their 10th extra inning ball game this year.
2-0.
And for Boston, this is their 6th extra inning game. Twins are 6-3 so far in extra inning ball games, and Boston's 3-2.
Guzzi 1 for 7 lifetime against Folk with 3 strikeouts. 2-1.
There's a Twins record. Second extra inning ball game on this road trip. It took 10 innings to beat the Montreal Expos in that 3-game series. The middle game of that series.
Guzman taking 2 balls, now taking 2 strikes. Up the middle, Garcia-Parra turns and fires wildly into the Boston dugout. And Guzman will get second base. He made that play 2 nights ago. And maybe the speed of Guzman made him hurry that throw.
Oh, I guarantee it did right here. Garcia-Parra knew that once he got to this ball, he had to hurry up his throw. Well, he held on to that ball a little bit too long, getting by Millar into the Boston dugout. So it'll hopefully be a base hit for Christian Guzman and then an error on Garcia-Parra, allowing him to get to second base.
No hit.
Oh, come on.
Well, here's Offerman. We'll try to bunt Guzman to third. Youkilis is in on the grass already at third base.
They gave a hit on the scoreboard.
Well, there certainly is an error allowing him to go to second, but and Offerman takes a strike. It should be a hit and an error. And the announcement in the press box said just error, and up on the scoreboard they just put up a hit.
Well, Offerman has one job right here, and that's get Guzzi over to third base.
Good bunt. They're gonna have a tough play getting it out here. Nope. Offerman out by a step. Guzman to third.
That's a great sacrifice bunt right there. You give yourself up for the team, and Offerman making that third baseman come in, but instead the pitcher Keith Folk getting over to get the ball. but that opens up third base where Guzzi can almost walk to third.
Infield in now for Lou Ford. And Veritek coming to the mound to talk to Folk. Ford, the hitter, and Corey Koski's come out onto the on-deck circle.
Yeah, Lou Ford faced Keith Folk on Tuesday night, and he ended up getting a base hit off of him.
Again, the infield's in, and Guzman runs awfully well at third base. So one of the decisions to be made here on a ground ball, do you put the contact play on?
Yes.
Fastball that covers the inside corner. Ford trying to get one to the outfield. They pitch out, anticipating a squeeze. So part of the conversation is Veritek went to the mound. Maybe it was, let's see if we can get ahead of Ford, and if we do, let's pitch out, see if we can trap the Twins in a failed squeeze attempt.
We don't squeeze on pitch outs.
To left field, Ramirez backing up. Guzman should score. No play by Ramirez as Ford gets the job done, and the Twins retake the lead.
Well, again, the bunt by Offerman doing his job allows Lou Ford to get a sacrifice fly, and Lou picking up his 37th RBI. Ramirez, okay, we'll concede. Guzzi's not going to trip. He stays on his feet and touches home plate. Twins take a 4-3 lead.
3 of the 4 runs, unearned runs, and now Corey Koski will hit in Prieto's spot.
Yeah, they take that base hit away, so it's only an error, allowing Christian Guzman to get to second base.
Swing and a miss by Corey. The spot in the batting order previously held by Matthew Lecroy, who went 1 for 4, and then after his hit in the 8th inning, Lecroy was pinch run for. And a bouncer to the right side. And an easy play for Bellhorn, but the Boston air opened the doors for the Twins. They get a run for Joe Nathan, who will pitch the bottom of the inning.
The all-new Dodge Durango's making it to the top of a lot of lists. It came in first in a car and driver full-size SUV comparison test. It came in first when Motor Trend did their full-size comparison. It also received 5 stars, the highest government frontal crash test rating. See your Dodge dealer and put the all-new Durango at the top of your list, too. Qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial get an additional $1,000 for a total combined cash allowance of $4,500 on Durango.
Tender crisp, extra mayo.
Usual, no tomato. Okay, thank you. Right up top. Tender crisp, double lettuce, double mayo, no tomato.
Yes, sir.
We got the same things.
There we go.
We got the same thing.
A couple more buns in here, Ethan. Want to kiss him?
It's here, the new Tender Crisp, all white meat chicken wrapped in crisp deliciousness. Have it your way.
Oh, you have to hold that sign up a little bit longer, but girls, you are hereby circled.
Well, you can't blame them. They don't want to miss a pitch here. This is exciting.
You don't want to hold up the sign too long here in Fenway Park either.
No, it'll get taken away from you and ripped to shreds. Well, Joe Nathan got the save last night, and if he gets the save here today, it will stand out because of who he has to face here in the bottom of the 10th.
Well, Joe Nathan coming in for the 33rd time in last night's ball game. He gave up a hit to the first batter he faced and then retired the next 3. Needed only 10 pitches to get his 20th save last night. And Joe Nathan will face the meat part of the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez, and Nomar Garciaparra.
The heart, the spleen, and the liver of this
the meat part.
Boston lineup.
Great job by Grant Belfort. 2 1/3 innings of no-run ball. Only allowed 1 hit with a couple strikeouts.
Ortiz has driven in all 3 Boston runs this afternoon. And a strike. For Balfour, it would be his 2nd win this year, his 3rd major league win. Ortiz hit the home run in the 1st inning against Brad Ratke, and then the 2-run single against Aaron Fultz in the 7th. Last night, Nathan gave up a leadoff double to Garciaparra, then got Nixon, Millar, and Veritek. Two and 1.
Trying a breaking ball right there, missing down and in.
Well, the Twins have just had a tough time getting this guy out ever since he became a Boston player. Three and 1 to the leadoff hitter in the 10th. To right field. Restovich out there shading his eyes in the sun, and he makes the catch. It's not easy.
Oh, you can see the shadows of the players. That sun is right at Michael Restovich in right field. He fought that and made a catch. It's a breaking ball, and Ortiz swinging at it. And Restovich fights it, but he ends up making the catch.
Restovich, you finally get in the lineup this year in the start, and you're in right field in the bottom of the 10th at Fenway Park, staring right into the sun. Here's Ramirez. Fastball sailing inside, ball 1. One and 1.
Well, you can see the glasses that Michael Restovich has. He's shading the sun with that glove and picks it up and makes the catch.
Probably had eye black on too. 1 and 1 to Ramirez. Strike 1 was at 96. Strike 2, 95 miles per hour.
Manny Ramirez taking a little extra time, saying, boy, that fastball got on me quick. I'm going to have to speed this swing up right here.
And Nathan with really good breaking ball to get a lot of strikeouts this year. There it is, 2 away.
Well, first breaking ball that Ramirez saw. You saw the fastball. He's ready. I'm geared for that fastball. Whoops. Good little cutter right there, down and away. And Nathan picks up a strikeout, getting his first 2 batters he's faced here in the bottom of the 10th inning.
Here's Garciaparra, hit the double on the first pitch last night off the center field fence.
Yeah, he jumped on the first pitch, which was a breaking ball. Let's see if Nathan remembers that. Probably starts him off with a fastball right here. And he does. That fastball clocked here at Fenway Park at 97 miles an hour. He's just getting loose.
Popped up. Perhaps Blanco, Koski, and they get tangled up, and Blanco caught it. The Twins win it and take the series, and somehow he took a hip check from Koski and caught the ball.
Blanco felt like a horse right there. Corey Koski wanted to jump on his back. But Blanco right there, good concentration. Corey trying to interfere, but Blanco makes the final put out.
Koski took him into the boards, and Koski was able to, or Blanco was able to make the catch, and the Twins impressively take 2 out of 3 here in Boston. And it was a very good road trip for the Minnesota Twins, a 6-3 road trip.
And Lou Ford 2 for 4 in a ball game. A couple singles at sacrifice fly by Lou Ford, but a lot of things set that up. Jose Offerman, also Grant Belfort, 2 1/3 innings of shutout baseball. And for Joe Nathan, he picks up his 21st save of the year and 22 save opportunities.
Ortiz, Ramirez, and Garcia-Parra all go down in the 10th inning. And the first out of that 10th inning recorded on Michael Restovich's catch in right field, and right now he's downstairs with Clay Matvick.
Bert, the sun can give you some fits here at Fenway Park, especially in right field at this time of the day, but you made the play.
Well, I guess that's all that counts. It was a little nerve-wracking a little bit. It was up there for a while, and there was a split second there where I lost it, but it came out at the end, luckily, and I caught it.
Can Fenway Park be a little intimidating?
Well, you know, yeah, being here for the first time, it's more of an excitement, more of a rush. You know, I think that's the biggest thing. You get the crowd going, and as much as obviously you want to win and you don't like them scoring, when they do score and the place erupts, it's a special place, but obviously we'd like to leave them quiet like we did today.
You drove in your first Fenway run here in the first inning, got the scoring started with that double in the first. What happened on that pitch?
Well, you know, all you got to do with the knuckleballers is you get lucky a lot of times, and you know, I just looking for a pitch up and took a swing. I got it off the end a little bit, but the wall helped me out, and I got it enough to get to the wall, and luckily Cuddy was running hard and scored for me.
Rest of the team's got to be happy what happened on this road trip.
I think so. You know, you come in, especially here at Fenway, and take 2 out of 3, and you know, we've really a lot of games, this longest one of the year, and we came out of it pretty well.
All right, Michael, appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Michael Restovich with a double and an RBI in this win for the Twins here in Boston. We're back right after this on Fox Sports Net.
Hi, I'm Doug Minkiewicz. Baseball and fishing are my passions. I also care deeply about the preservation of wildlife. That's why I'm hosting the 2nd annual Doug Minkiewicz Bass Fishing Classic benefiting Wildlife Forever, a national conservation organization based here in Minnesota. Join me, my friends and teammates for the fish weigh-in on June 28th at Maynard's Restaurant on Lake Minnetonka at 1 p.m. For more information, call 1-800-33-TWINS.
The Doug Minkiewicz Bass Fishing Classic is presented by Ranger Boats, powered by Yamaha.
You're watching Fox Sports Net, the only sports network where Minnesota fans come first. Minnesota Sports Tonight. Your teams. Minnesota has won! Your players. Your home for all the scores, interviews, and highlights that matter most to Minnesota fans. Minnesota Sports Tonight. Weeknights at 10 on Fox Sports Net, where Minnesota fans come first.
Introducing IMAX, a half hour of sports news like never before.
That void in sports news is now filled.
Diverse guests, smart analysis, and challenging questions.
It's just my opinion, but I'm right.
IMAX with Max Kellerman. Smart, funny, and always opinionated. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net. Where Minnesota fans come first. Fox Sports Net.
4-2 the score last night, 4-3 today. Both pretty impressive wins for the Twins, taking advantage of the error in the 10th inning. Very good performance by a couple of relievers. Joe Nathan, who got the save. Grant Balfour, who got the win. Of course, it was all set up by yet another great start by Brad Radke.
Well, Brad Radke, another no decision. 9 no decisions in Brad's first 16 starts this year, but He was on again. He just ran into trouble in the 7th inning, but Brad only 1 walk in a ball game with 5 strikeouts. Another solid performance, another quality start for Brad Radke, but the bullpen did a great job. Aaron Foltz gave up that base hit, but Grant Belfour and Joe Nathan picked up his 21st save.
Twins got that runner at second base, dropped the sacrifice down to get Guzman to third, and then Lou Ford did what he was asked to do, get the ball into the outfield.
Well, again, what set this up was Jose Offerman and Lou Ford hitting it deep enough that Manny Ramirez makes the catch, and Christian Guzman scoring the winning run in the top of the 10th inning.
You know what I liked about these 2 games? The Twins can't match the Red Sox in the power department. They hit 6 home runs in this series, but the Twins did the little things right yesterday to score a couple of runs, and again here today to take this series 2-1. So it's a 6-3 road trip for the Minnesota Twins, sweeping the Expos, winning once in Milwaukee, taking 2 out of 3 here. We hope you can join us again tomorrow night on Channel 45 and Sunday at 1 o'clock on Fox Sports Net as the Twins will head home in first place after a very good road trip. For Director Dave Higgins and our producer Steve Johnson, for Clay Matvick and Bert Blyleven, I'm Dick Bramer reminding you the Twins win today, and Blue Torch is next.
All right.
Please welcome Shaquille O'Neal. And now, Pamela Anderson. Chris Fry. Let's give a big hand for Samuel L. Jackson. I'm excited.
There's something special in the air on the best damn sports show, period. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Totally NASCAR, the only source that puts the racing fan in tune with what's happening on and around the track. With expert analysis, racing insights, and the latest reports from the winner's circle. Your all-access pass to everything that is NASCAR. Totally NASCAR. Weekdays on Fox Sports Net.
Where Minnesota fans come first. Fox Sports Net.
Due to the length of the previous program, we now join the following program already in progress on Fox Sports Net.
Event before, and I could fall flat on my face here, but I'm going to give him the nod.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to go for the local veteran, Rob Machado. He's won here before.
Nice.
So he's a little bit more experienced, and you know what? He's got a lot of people, a lot of family and friends pulling for him in the stand, so
I like
Rob Machado,
it.
he's my
I
pick.
like it. Good pick.
All right, and remember, check out our website at bluetorch.com.